What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Cut. I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos and lives like these. I got a lot to talk about in this, John. Um, we know Devin Haney. I got a lot to talk about when it comes to Devin Haney. I got a lot to talk about when it comes to Terence Crawford. And not just Crawford, not just Devin, Tank. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just talk about the whole sport for real. Um, you know, first we gonna talk about Dev. You know, Dev actually used to be one of my favorite fighters. I'm not even gonna lie, but I don't like how he moving right now, bro. I really don't like how he moving. Like he's saying all the wrong things. He's just moving real entitled and gullible when it comes to the sport of boxing. Well, that's probably just his personality, you know. He's kind of moving like how Earl was moving when Earl realized he had a competition in Terence Crawford. Because Earl was moving cool until Crawford came to 147. Devin started moving funny when him and Shakur was supposed to fight. That's when he started moving. Because I remember everybody used to like Dev, and Dev was like, they say everything but let's fight. So everybody was cool with that. Everybody like, yo, Dev want to fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? He not knocking people out, but he want to fight everybody. So everybody was supporting him. Like, yo, he only 25 and he trying to fight. Well, he was, at the time, he wasn't 25. He's 25 now. But it was like, he's only 21, 22, 23. And he wants to fight everybody. He wants to be undisputed. Everybody was supporting him, right? Everybody was supporting him. But then he started moving real funny. You know what I'm saying? He started moving real funny. He started moving real funny, man. He started acting like he's entitled and he the biggest thing since slicing bread. He started comparing himself to Tank when everybody knew he wasn't really a draw yet. He was making his way there, but he wasn't a draw. He wasn't as big as Tank. But he tried to compare himself to Tank. I think he should have just stayed in his own lane. Don't compare yourself to Tank. Tank is his own person. Listen, let me tell y'all how big Gervonta Tank Davis is star power wise. Get Gervonta Davis on your YouTube live, right? Say if you have a YouTube channel, right? All you gotta do, if you know somebody that knows Gervonta, let me tell you how big he is. Let me tell you how much clout he gets. This one podcast called the Rise Podcast, right? They got Gervonta Davis to come on alive. That's all you gotta do. That's how you're gonna know how big he is, right? Bro, every single super chat or question was like $100 or more. That's how much people love Gervonta Davis. That's how much he gets a lot of clout. That's how much clout he has. Bro, I lied to y'all not. So when you see something like that, bro, people were sending $500 just to ask a question to Gervonta Davis. I like, dang, this dude got clout, bro. Like, Canelo saying he the face of boxing, but in America, the face of boxing clearly is Gervonta Davis. And I'm not gonna hate on that. I get him. I'll give props where props is due. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, this dude was on the Rise podcast. People were sending like 100 to $500 to $600 just to ask Gervonta a question. I'm like, damn, Gervonta, come on my chat, come on my platform, bro. Like, like that's how much people and people was there was females in the chat. It was all people of all ages in the chat trying to talk to Gervonta when Gervonta went on somebody He had went on somebody live, the Rise podcast, and it was so many people in the chat trying to talk to him. They was like, "Yo, Gervonta, we love you." Da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, "Dang, that dude get a lot of clout, bro." Like, and then the ladies that was calling in, the ladies was like, "Yo." The one old lady called. She said, "Yo, I'm Gervonta. I'm praying for you. I want you to win." I'm like, "Damn." Gervonta got old people that love him, young people that love him. Everybody just loved Gervonta, bro. I was like, "Hey, yo, this dude got a lot of clout." So I don't doubt his star power. I never doubt his star power ever since that day I seen him. I mean, I know he was doing numbers, but seeing him on live and how much people were sending so much money to that podcast, bro. That podcast made like they had Gervonta on there for like I think like 2 hours. Bro, they made like 20 bands in 2 hours just having Gervonta Davis on a live. I lied to y'all not. I could pull up that live again. They made like 10 to 20 bands in 2 hours just off of Gervonta being on a platform, bro. Like, is that crazy? His clout is that crazy. I'm never doubting that man popularity ever again. I'm never doubting Gervonta popularity ever again. He made them people that much money from being on a live for like 2 hours. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Uh, Bro, the super chats and cash apps just kept coming in. It just didn't want to stop. The questions just kept coming in for Gervonta, kept coming in. I was like, damn, bro, who do anybody? Because I live in Philly. I need to find somebody that knows Gervonta, get him on my live. Shit, I want to make $20,000 in one day. Just having Gervonta on my live screen. Like, that was crazy. But anyway, moving forward. Devin can't compare himself to Gervonta. Gervonta clout is out of this world. He's his own man. He's been promoted properly. And now Gervonta is even talking for himself. He doesn't need Floyd to talk for him anymore. And he promoted the shit out of this fight versus Frank Martin. He promoted this fight, like the Frank Martin fight, man. I never seen Gervonta talk like this before. That's why I was a little nervous to see if he let Frank go 12 rounds. I thought he was gonna lose. I didn't pick him to lose though. I'm saying if I picked him to win by a knockout, but I'm saying I was a little nervous only based on the fact because I never seen him promote the fight like that before. He was really talking crazy to Frank. Like he was flinching at Frank. He did all kinds of stuff to Frank based on the fact that he had Frank. He really got in Frank's head. I think all that played a factor because when they start fighting, you could see the nervous energy from Frank. You could definitely see the nervous energy from Frank. Frankie was doing good early, but then he fell asleep, and when he fell asleep, Gervonta put him to sleep. I mean, it was the most perfect promotion. Gervonta was saying it was a lack of promotion, but his self promotion, he promoted the fight so well. And then the style and fashion, how he ended the fight, was just everything was just clicking, bro. Like that is the most perfect way you could promote a fight and finish a fight. Gervonta is now must see TV. Everybody wants to see him fight. Everybody wants to see him fight. He must see TV, bro. And the knockout was vicious on top of that. The knockout was vicious. You know, it is what it is. But moving forward, um, Bud Crawford is in the gym. He's seen what Gervonta Davis did. He's seen how, Bud Crawford is not a shit talker, so he's not going to talk smack to promote his fight. He's going to let his hands do the talking. But I have a feeling that Crawford's going to try to outshine Gervonta. I have a feeling that Crawford's going to try to outdo Gervonta. Let's be real. Crawford was the first guy we really seen do a backflip in the ring. Because he's been doing this shit longer than Gervonta. We go back to the Ricky Burns fight. As you see the picture right there in the to the left hand corner on my live screen. If we go back to the Ricky Burns fight, we remember Bud was the first guy to do the backflip. Bud always the first guy to do something in the ring, and everybody want to do it. Like you can see Bud right there versus the Ricky Burns versus Ricky Burns. He did that backflip. Now Gervonta is making a backflip look cool. Teofimo Lopez is trying to make it look cool. Bud was the first to go undisputed. Everybody wants to go undisputed. He's a transcender. You understand what I'm saying? Trendsetter. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody wants to do what Bud's doing. You understand what I'm saying? So he made backflip. He made backflip cool. He made being undisputed cool. Gervonta just said he wants to be undisputed at 135. Like Bud do it first, and everybody want to do it. But I can't deny or take away credit from where credit is due. Gervonta is the face of boxing in America. I gotta give him that. Like I said, I seen a man on somebody's podcast, and that podcast made 20 bands in one day, bro. How you make 20K off of just super chats in one day just because you had Gervonta on there? That's crazy. All right, so now getting back, I'm gonna talk about Bud again, but getting back to Devin Haney. Devin Haney is moving funny, bro. Devin Haney was just crying about Eddie Hearn not bidding for him versus not Frank Martin versus Sandor Martin. Devin Haney has a mandatory, but Devin Haney and Eddie Hearn is not on the same page. Eddie Hearn says he don't believe Devin Haney's gonna fight Sandor Martin. Maybe that's why they didn't bid, because he did an interview recently and he said he don't believe Devin Haney's gonna fight Sandor Martin. He says that fight's not gonna make a lot of money, so he don't believe he's gonna fight him. He said uh, he said he's gonna make like around 2.4. Well, that's the bid that was won for top rank. Top rank won a bid for about 2.4. He said Dev not gonna want to fight him because the fight's not gonna do well um, financially. I mean, but it's a mandatory fight, so whether or not it do well or not, he wants to keep the title, so he's gonna have to fight him, right? So I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, moving forward, Devin, he voiced his frustration because his so-called boy Eddie Hearn, he liked to call Eddie Hearn his boy. It's like, Eddie's my boy. Eddie's not your boy. Eddie's a promoter, bro. He don't care about you. It's about business. It's all about business. He don't care. He's not your friend, bro. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Devin, he's so gullible and so entitled. Like, what? He's calling Eddie his boy. That's not your boy, bro. That man is only worrying about his pockets and his company pocket. He not worrying about you like that. You talking about that's your boy. Like, bro, Devin Haney got the wrong mindset when it comes to the sport of boxing. So, I got on Regis Prograis. I had got on Regis Prograis for saying Devin Haney was entitled and he grew up with a silver spoon. And now I look back at it, Regis was right. Devin is entitled. He did grow up with a silver spoon because his mindset is not of somebody who's been through hardship. You understand what I'm saying? Once Devin faced adversity, he gives up. This guy is talking about retirement, bro. This is a mindset of a guy who's been entitled his entire career or his entire life. He had everything handed to him. Gary Antoine Russell was saying the same thing about Devin. What's his name was saying the same thing. They were saying Devin's soft, and I used to try to defend Devin. Who else was saying it? Richardson Hitchens. He said the same thing. He was like, "Yo, Devin really soft, bro. He not like that." And I was like, "Yo, yeah, he is." I was defending Dev, but now when I look back at it, and I see how Devin is moving right now, I'm like, "Yo, Devin really turkey for real. He really soft." That's what we say in Philly. If a guy like really not like that, Devin's not really like that. He really soft. I believe that now. At first, I ain't believe it, but I really believe that now. Like, cause his mindset is like it's ridiculous. You lost to a guy who you believe is on steroids because he was he was You lost to a guy because you believe he was on strip. You lost to a guy. You accepted a loss, but then when he got traces of Nadrolone and all these other stuff in the system, you say, man, that's why I lost. He had a little bit of that stuff in the system. I understand there's a possibility he could have been masking other stuff he took, but the one that was found in the system wasn't enough to do that much damage that he did to Devin. Um, I just think he just has Devin Haney's number. That's my just that's just my personal opinion. I think he has Devin Haney's number. I think he has Devin Haney's number. I think the speed, the power put together is just too much for a guy like Dev, in my personal opinion. The speed and the power is just too much for Dev, in my personal opinion. And Devin can't accept the fact that Ryan just have his number. So he's using the PED thing as a way why he lost, but yet he couldn't get away from the hook. He got hit with the same hook over and over again. His defense isn't as good as it used to be when he was with Floyd Mayweather Sr. Ever since he left Floyd Mayweather Sr., he's never been the same fighter. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. He was a better fighter when he was with Floyd Mayweather Sr. Soon as he left Floyd Mayweather Sr., he's never been the same fighter. But let me go ahead and read some of these comments and then jump back to what I was talking about. Cyborg said, "Yo, yo, what's going on, Cyborg? Cyborg, salute." Cyborg said, "Yo, yo, what's going on, Cyborg? Chilling, man." Chastity Thomas, Tank follow the formula. Chastity Thomas, Tank. I may not like Tank outside of the ring, but I don't like some of the stuff he be saying. But we gotta give it to him though. He is a draw. He is the biggest draw in America right now. We gotta give him credit for that. I may not like some of the stuff he says, some of the things he does, but I'm not a hater. I'll give credit where credit is due. He is a draw and he is must see TV. He provides those action packed fights and he delivers every single time on the biggest stage. So I'll give credit where credit is due. But some of the stuff he does say, it does rub me the wrong way. So, but that don't mean I'm not gonna give credit where credit is due. You understand? But yeah, he probably kind of did follow a formula. Ruben Sanchez, salute. Khalif Russell, he says Eddie said he's not under contract. Yeah. So if he's not under contract, why is he mad that Eddie Hearn didn't bid for him? See, that's a form of entitlement right there. A spoiled kid who thinks uh, everything should go his way. When things don't go his way, he throws a temper tantrum, which is what Devin Haney's doing right now, throwing a temper tantrum. A Jews, he says retirement. Boxing Nerd says, yo. Boxing Nerd says, Boots is the greatest of all times. Boots is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Boxing Nerd's a casual fanboy. He don't know shit about boxing. He needs to stop trolling. But let me ask you guys a question. Crawford's fighting Israel Madrimov August 3rd, right? We seen what Tank did to Frank Martin, who wasn't a champion. Israel Madrimov is probably a better competition than Frank Martin, right? Do y'all think Crawford can outdo what Tank did versus Frank Martin? Can Crawford get a better knockout than Gervonta Davis did against Frank Martin and against a champion? I remember when Inoue stopped Stephen Fulton, and everybody was like, "Man, what Inoue just did to Stephen Fulton? We don't believe Crawford could do that to Spence." And Spence was a much better talent. Boxing nerd, just listen for a second, buddy. You're always running your freaking mouth and never listening. Listen for a second. So, remember when the New Way knocked out Stephen Fulton? Everybody was like, man, Crawford's about to fight Spence. We don't know if Crawford can duplicate something like that. What Inoue just did to Fulton, we don't know if Crawford can do that better than can do it better because he's in a 50-50 fight versus what's his name versus Earl Spence. So we don't know if he could do that. Then he goes in there and he outdo Inoue against a guy who was a 50 supposed to be a 50-50 fight on paper. Now he's going in versus a guy in Israel Madrimov who isn't a 50-50 fight. And Boxing Nerd is saying he can't duplicate what Gervonta Davis did or better. It's not really adding up, Boxing Nerd. If he could do that against a guy in Earl Spence, which is supposed to be a 50-50 fight, why can't he do that or better against a guy in Madrimov, which is not supposed to be a 50-50 fight, which in my opinion is a 70-30 fight in favor of Crawford. Why can't he do better than Tank? Boxing Nerd, you gotta sit down and think about what you're saying, buddy. You be saying some bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? So me personally, I think Bud can outdo what Gervonta Davis did. I think he can outshine what Gervonta Davis did. And I think he's looking to do that. I think he's looking to do that. Come August, you know, we seen what Inoue did, and we was like, Bud can't do that against Spence. And what did Bud do? He did better. So we seen what Gervonta did, and now Boxing Nerd is saying, nah, he can't do that against Madrimov. I think he could do that, but I think he could do better. So we gonna see come August 3rd, can he do better than what Tank did? We'll see. We'll see. I think he could do it. Chastity Thomas, I want to chat about a few things. Okay, what's up, Chastity? You want me to drop the link on you so you can come up and talk to me? I'm gonna drop the link on you, Chastity. The link is only for Chastity, not no boxing nerd. You casual fangirl. You saying some bullshit in the chat, nerd. Chat, Cassidy, hit the link. Boxing nerd, keep your mouth shut. I'm talking to Chastity right now. You casual fangirl. You don't know shit about boxing. You just embarrass yourself when you mention Boots. Don't ever mention Boots on this platform again. He's not that good. You're overrating him. Don't mention him until he fights somebody with a pulse. Until he fights somebody that's actually good and he beats him. Then you can mention a guy like that. But until then, don't ever mention that man's name on this platform again. Unless I mention him.
Hello?
Chastity Thomas, salute. How you?
Salute, salute. So I
So
just
what's
wanted to
going
chat
on?
about, yeah, I wanted to chat
I'm
about a
listening
couple
to
of
you.
things. I know you, I mean, look, I think Tank is great.
Uh-huh.
I think he's a great fighter. But didn't the pay-per-views not do so well on this fight?
I don't know about the pay-per-view. I haven't paid attention to it.
Yeah, well, I heard. I don't
You
know
what
how
what did you
legit.
hear? Tell me what you heard, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do my little research and find out.
I don't. I don't even think they did like. I don't even think they did 500,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what number did you hear?
I don't remember exactly. I just remember being surprised, and I don't like to relay information, but I just heard
Chastity,
it didn't do that well.
I'm about to ban boxing her if he keep mentioning this Boots guy.
That's he. Oh, he did that because you called Tank the face of boxing. But I
He
think
keeps saying
Tank.
he keeps saying Boots is amazing. I'm gonna ban this kid.
He only said that because you said Tank is the face of boxing. Which I mean, don't get me wrong, Tank is a draw. But when I said that Tank is has used a formula, Tank comes from this social media generation. And Tank put himself in a position where certain people that he dated brought him a lot of attention. Like he partnered up with the right people in the culture.
Right,
You
right.
know, he
I'm
was
listening. I'm
dating
listening. Keep
he
cooking.
was dating that girl Ari, who
Oh yeah,
is
Ari.
very connected to a
That.
lot of celebrities.
Oh yeah, that put him on the map because I used to hear a
Yeah.
lot. I used to hear a lot of females mention him
But that's
because
why
he.
he's known so well in the amongst females for one, because females don't really a lot of females don't watch boxing. So he's known amongst this generation really well because he dated this girl. You know, he had a baby with her. I mean, I seen a live stream that they did because I just been really researching Tank and finding out about
You
more
seen
about
what
him.
live stream?
No, this was a while back. This was like when he was dating her. When he used to date her, they would do little silly live streams just sitting on the couch, just talking about nothing. And they would have 10,000, 12,000 viewers just watching them shoot
Yeah,
the
yeah,
shit.
yeah. They was getting a lot of clout.
Yeah, so it's like Tank set up the right
Yeah,
formula
he
for him to be
positioned.
successful in this
Yeah, he
generation
positioned
because, yeah,
himself in the right places, the right
exactly.
investments.
But it made him a name to the generation that doesn't really follow boxing, of course. And these people, they still don't really follow boxing. They follow Tank. Some of them may have started watching boxing, but people that are just as good as Tank, like Shakur and Haney was before the Ryan fight, you know, when he had that reputation, like they didn't have the same numbers because they didn't associate themselves with, you know, that kind of person. You know what I mean? That celebrity, um, whatever. I mean, then Tank had drama too, so that just increases it even more. You know, this girl was connected to rappers, Rihanna. I mean, she's connected to big names. I mean, she was like an ambassador for Fenty at one point. So I think that Tank is a special case. I don't think that a lot of fighters, they're not going to have this story. Um, so I'm just saying that's something to consider when we talking about, you know, his pool. Like we have to think about how he got that pool. And I don't even know if the pool is as big as people think it is. And the reason that Tank is famous is also the reason why Ryan Garcia is very popular. They both got that
Hey
social
yo,
media.
this Boots lover is trying to come on. If he comes on here talking about Boots, I'm gonna kick his ass off.
Boots
Boxing
is the
nerd, what's
greatest
up?
of all time.
You see what I'm talking about? This guy, man.
What's wrong
But
with
wait,
Boots?
hold on, Prince. You did say something else I wanted to talk about. So you think that Bud is actually going to try and like outdo Tank?
Of course. He love competition. I think
Yo, I want to
he's
bet
gonna
on
try to
that.
do that. Boxing
Let's
nerd,
bet.
shut your mouth. Because
No,
you
let's
mentioned
bet.
Boots
Let's
today.
bet.
You don't get no responses.
Bro, let's bet, man. What's wrong with you?
Keep your mouth shut, buddy. Don't
I
mention
don't.
Boots ever again.
I don't think Bud is thinking about Tank though, for real though,
Don't
Prince.
tell me
Like,
what to do, bro.
I'm saying just the performance. You don't think he's gonna try to
I
outperform him?
think Bud is
Nah,
gonna do
nah,
what Bud
cause
is gonna do. I don't think he's thinking about outdoing Tank. I just think Bud's gonna get in there and assess the game like he always does. Bud is not the one that's gonna jump and try and follow. I don't see him trying to follow no other dude's game.
Hold
Like
on, what
I don't.
happened? Y'all went off for a little bit. What happened?
yo, easy out. Let's bet on who has a better knockout.
Shut
That's all I
up,
want.
bro. I'm not
Who
talking
you
about that
watch
right
your
now.
mouth? Watch your mouth. Who you talking to like that?
I'm gonna
I'll
put
actually
your
find
dumb
you.
ass in timeout.
You know I make the show amazing. Shut up. You can't do that.
But hold on, Chastity was cooking. I wanted to keep hearing everything she wanted to say.
You
Yeah, I
always
don't.
interrupt me when I talk. Go ahead, Chastity. Talk
Chastity,
about
what else you was saying?
No, I'm just saying I don't think Bud is
Is she
really.
still on here?
Yeah, I'm
it.
here. You
Yeah.
can't hear me.
I can't hear her for some reason.
You can't hear
All
me.
right.
Can you hear me, nerd?
I can
Now I
hear
can
you
hear you. Now I
fine.
can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was saying I don't really think Bud really be thinking like that. I think he gonna go in there and assess this guy, because Bud's got a lot to think about with Madrimov. Like Madrimov is a grappler, just like Bud is. He wrestles. Like Bud got to deal with Madrimov on Madrimov level, not no Tank level. Like
Or
I mean,
maybe I'm just thinking that. I'm
Yeah,
just
you're
thinking he
tripping. You're always
maybe I'm
tripping.
just thinking he going to try to outdo him. but we'll
No, he
see.
doesn't think. You know, Bud doesn't think like that. I don't know what's your problem. Anyway.
I don't think Bud is looking at. I think Tank is good for where he's at, but I think Tank is good. Tank is exciting, but Tank still, even himself, needs like more fights. Like I want to see Tank. I want to see. I want to see him fight. Shakur. I definitely want to see him fight Shakur. I just want to see how he does against other components. I mean opponents.
A-level fighter, pretty much.
Yeah, like I don't think he's on Bud's level at all. Like honestly, I think if Bud was to fight Tank, he would like crush him quickly.
Quickly is crazy. No, it's not gonna be quickly.
I think he would
Chastity.
crush him quickly. I'm telling
It's
you.
not Chastity. Stop it.
I'm
Tank
not
has
gonna
hurt
stop it. I'm telling
Chastity.
you.
No, your Bud buddiness is
Boxing
actually
nerd.
going
She
crazy.
didn't say
Nah,
nothing wrong. Relax.
I'm
nah.
serious. I
She's not
mean,
stop. Yo, hold on. Let me finish. He's not cooking no Tank quickly. That's
what? Are
stupid.
you serious?
Hold on, I'm not done. 1 second. It's stupid to think he would cook Tank quickly. Tank has never
Why?
been
Why
hurt.
is that stupid?
Because
Hold
Tank
on.
has unbelievable power. He's very fast, very quick. He has athleticism. He has skill. He has. It's not going to be quickly. I'm not saying Bud's not going to
Boxing
win.
nerd. Just relax for a second. Relax.
Let me finish, bro. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but you saying a lot of bullshit though because this is the same Tank. I like Tank too myself, but don't overrate the man. This is the same Tank we seen go almost 12 rounds with Gamboa, bro. Relax.
Word.
Like
That was
Exactly.
a,
Gamboa was
an
bro.
unfocused
You
Relax.
Tank.
know who else I think would
Gam,
bust
Gamboa
Tank
was
up? Sean
Gamboa was hurt
Porter.
too, bro. He was hurt. How you said what?
Sean Porter would cook Tank.
Sean Porter got stopped. Almost got stopped in the sparring match with Tank. What are you talking about?
That's a sparring match though.
That
So did
would show
Devin.
up in the
Okay, we
real.
just saw the Devin Haney and Tank fight match too. So I mean they both was exchanging. It's a sparring match though.
Tank wasn't even
And
taking
what are
that
Boxing
you
nerd.
talking
serious.
about?
Yo,
Hold on.
He
boxing
just
nerd.
fought Frank in the sparring
Boxing
match.
nerd.
That was the whole thing.
Take a little break. Come back. Let me talk to Chastity because you ruining up. You killing the vibe right now, buddy.
What the hell are you talking about?
You saying some bullshit.
Word, you have to think like styles make fights. Y'all gotta understand like just
No, you're saying
because.
some dumbness. What are you talking about?
Well, it's
Bud
not
would.
dumbness. This is just
Nah,
my
man. Bud would
observation.
not finish Tank quickly. You need to get out of your fandom and think about it logically.
No, it's not fandom.
No.
I'm assessing the situation based off of the
What
evidence that's
makes
been
you?
shown to me.
What makes you think Bud can finish him quickly? Are you talking
Everything
about
you
two,
just
three
named
rounds?
about Tank is also what Bud can do. What do you mean? Like the fact that Bud has, I mean, Bud is a Bud is a
So
tank for
you're
real.
saying he would stop taking 2 or 3 rounds.
I'm saying that he would crush Tank. I don't know exactly how it's gonna go
You
down.
said quickly. That was my problem. You
Yes,
said
quickly,
quickly.
quickly, under 5 rounds, under 6 rounds, quickly.
Oh my god. No, man.
I say,
No.
Chastity. I said we give Tank a little bit of benefit of the doubt. I say
Come
7.
on, man. That's
But you
disrespectful.
gotta
I say
understand something.
I
Like
don't think
it's the
Bud stops him.
skill.
I
It's the
don't care. They're
skill.
close in skill. What are you talking about?
You have to not be so emotional, boxing there. We're just having
Yeah,
a
boxing nerd.
conversation. Like you're like so
You
No,
emotional.
man,
you
this is
too
ridiculous. You're
boxing
acting like
nerd. Relax,
Tank is
bro.
levels below.
That bro.
I'm
She's
yo,
entitled to her opinion. Just say
Exactly.
you
no,
I'm
it's
entitled to
passion.
disagree.
my opinion. You don't
Yo,
have to
it's
Just
be
passion.
say
I'm
you
like
not asking you
disagree,
to
bro.
change. So
You don't gotta be
no,
too
it's
passionate.
passion. No, you can't tell me I can't
Just
be passionate about the sport
relax.
I love. Easier out. Stop
Yo,
talking, man. You
bro,
were screaming at your sex.
you are a little sassy, bro.
yeah.
You're the one that's loud as hell. What are you talking about?
No,
All you're
I just be talking shit when somebody say something in the chat. That's all.
yeah, exactly.
Not when I'm having a general conversation with somebody.
No, man, I don't agree with this BS I'm
It's
hearing,
okay.
bro.
You don't have to agree with it. A lot of people didn't think that spent that Bud would be Spence. Nobody. A lot of people
Chastity,
didn't think that.
chastity,
He was a betting favorite.
chastity. Um, I will give Tank a little benefit of the doubt. I think he gets cooked early too, but not as early. I say like 7 rounds.
I don't think he gets cooked early at all. I don't think he
Yeah,
gets stopped.
I don't
7 rounds is reasonable.
I don't think he gets stopped at
boxing
all.
nerd. You think he goes to the later rounds? Come on, man, stop.
He goes to decision.
You a casual, bro. Shut up.
You've been a casual. Shut up. You're a Bud
I
fan. You're
mean,
not a
what are we
boxing fan.
supposed to think? He thinks Boots can beat Bud. I mean, like, I
Yeah,
shouldn't
Because he
really
has a
be
we
better
can't.
chance.
surprised.
Nerd. We
He
can't
has a
take
better
you
chance
serious.
than anybody else in the
We
world.
can't take you
Simple as
In
serious
the
that.
no more, nerd.
world, in the
In the
world.
world. In the world. In the
Oh
world.
wow! And you call
Chast-
me a
Chastity,
fangirl? Like
what?
you're a
So who has I don't call you a
Chastity, what
fangirl. I
else you
say
was trying to talk
fandom.
about?
Buddy buddy. I never say fandom.
Hold on,
man.
bro. I
So
My
want to
whole
hear what
thing.
you.
who has a better
What,
chance than
what
Boots
other
in the
topic
world?
you was gonna talk about, bro? Chill.
What else was I
No,
gonna bring
bro,
up?
why are you doing that, bro? We're having a conversation. You want to change the subject. Like,
No,
relax.
but she came on here. She had some stuff to get off her chest, bro. Let her talk.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the Tank thing, and then I wanted to talk about you saying that
Uh huh.
Bud was going to be trying to outdo Tank, which I don't really think Bud thinks about Tank. I think he looks at him like a little young boy coming up and like, oh, that's cute. He coming up.
Okay.
But I don't think that like Bud is like out here trying to compete with Tank. I really don't.
Maybe that's just my thinking. That's just
No,
me.
and that's fine. And that's cool. I mean, I got you because you're getting excited about the fight. So you're like, yeah, I'm trying to see Bud like do better.
No, I'm just
And
relating it to remember when a new way stopped voting, right? And then
mm-hmm.
everybody was like, yo, we don't think Crawford's gonna do that to Spence. It's gonna be hard for him to duplicate what a new way did, and he went even better. He went even like he beat Spence in a way better fashion than the new way beat Fulton.
But I feel
You
like
understand what I'm
Bud. Let
saying?
me tell you that a whooping that Spence got that. But I remember when Bud don't even be saying this about his opponents that much. But that whole presser he was doing, he kept saying, "I'm gonna whoop his ass. I'm gonna whoop his ass." That's all he kept saying. Like he was like, I think Bud could taste it. He was just ready. Like, yo, I'm going to devour this guy. I mean, I just
Right.
think Bud knew. I think Bud knew Spence's game plan in and out, and I just think Bud knew what he was going to do to him. I really do. I don't think he was basing it off of nobody else's performances. I just
Mm.
think Bud takes his opponents one by one. And he even
Oh,
said it on the presser that he just had with Madrimov. He said, look, because they all asking him about 160, 168. He said, look, let's do 154. I'm focused on 154 right now. Like let's not go nowhere beyond that right now. And I
our
think that's just
our
how he thinks.
Chastity, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's what he's thinking. I'm saying us as fans,
Mm-hmm.
we we are the one thinking that we're the one like when I was talking about the new way and Fulton fight, I wasn't talking like Bud knew he tried to like outdo a new way.
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking from the standpoint where I was on here talking to people and I was like, yo, do y'all think Bud's gonna try to Bud can do it? Like on that standpoint. I'm not saying that's how his mindset is. I'm just saying I'm just speaking hypothetically with other people on here. Like, yo,
Yeah, as a boxing community, of course, we always gonna want to like compare the fights and
right.
who's gonna. Yeah, that's natural. That's what we supposed to do. But
Yeah, I'm not saying that's his mindset though. I'm just saying I think
yeah,
it could be a possibility he do it again, like he did with the Inoue fight where I was on here, well, not arguing, but just throwing it out there with people saying like, "Yo, you think Bud could do better than the Inoue did with Fulton against Spence?" And I'm here again doing it with uh
Madrimov. Yeah.
Madrimov and a Tank performance versus Martin. Yeah,
But I mean, but we also got to remember, like, I know you really, really like Tank's performance, and it was a great fight. But
yeah,
we have
yeah.
to
I
remember,
like that performance.
but we also got to remember, like Frank's level. Like Frank's level, he wasn't really ready for that fight. Like, do you agree that Frank was really ready for this fight, that stage?
With 18 fights, no, I don't think he was ready.
Yeah, so it's like the victory is beautiful, but it to
I
me it's a
think
little
I think
tainted because Frank is not. He wasn't ready. He was though. I mean, Tank was right when he was telling him the lights are going to get you, the nerves are going to get you.
yeah,
He
it
knew
did.
because he's been there. He's been there.
And
He
he got
knows
and he got inside his head before the fight too.
exactly. And I wanted to talk to you about this. And Frank's. I don't know how you gonna feel about it, but Frank had ops on his team. That's another thing that I think Frank had working against him. Because Earl, I mean, I don't really understand the relationship they got, and I don't feel like Tank was lying when he said he had that phone call with Earl. And just imagine how that makes a fighter feel, knowing that your promoter don't really get down with you like that, and they really might just be there for a check. Like that's gonna mess with you mentally too.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Earl just I'm hearing rumors. I don't know how true it is. I don't know if Boxing Nerd's still on here. He can confirm it too. I'm hearing Earl told Frank to leave Derek after the fight.
But I
But
don't know
I
nothing.
don't
You
understand
don't
that
want me to
though.
talk, so why would you ask me a question?
Hold
You're a
on,
punk
nerd.
ass.
Cause you hold on. What did he say?
He said you don't want him to talk. Why are you asking him a
Yeah,
question?
No,
I don't
bro.
know
I
why I
never
joined
said
this
that.
stupid
All I
panel if you
said
want
was
me to
don't.
not talk. Like,
Bro,
what
I
the hell's
never
wrong with
said
you?
that, bro. I
You
just said
literally
don't.
just said, yo, shut up and let her talk. What the hell is this? Why do you have an open
Bro, I
panel if you're
just
gonna...
said stop mentioning that guy Boots. That's all.
No, you did it. Bro, I wasn't even talking about Boots. We're talking about Tank, and you guys said he was stopping him in
Okay,
70
my
Yeah, well,
fault.
but
rounds.
you started saying stuff is stupid and
My fault,
dumb.
gang. My fault. You
It is
you do your
stupid.
thing.
That is a stupid thing to think. Like, why
I
do you...
don't think that's a
Bro,
very nice thing to say, nerd. I don't think
Nerd,
it's
nerd,
nice
no,
to
you're
I'm
say
not
people
calling
are
you
stupid and
stupid. I'm
dumb
calling...
because they have different
No,
perspectives than
no,
you.
no, no. You're taking
nerd,
it
man.
wrong.
Come
I'm
on,
not
nerd. You
saying you're
overdo
stupid.
stuff.
I never said you were stupid. I said that take was stupid. That's not calling you stupid. That's totally
Oh,
different.
Yeah,
you
but
was
you can
calling
use
Tank
you can
stupid. Oh,
use
okay.
other
No, I
words though.
said the take. The take.
Oh, the
You
take was
but
Observation.
stupid.
bro, you
But
can
that's
use
my
other
take, so you
words.
kind of calling me stupid though, because
No,
it's
I'm
my
not.
take.
Oh, you're looking into it way too deep.
Nerd, that's
Way too deep.
disrespectful, bro. That's disrespectful.
Oh, shut up, Easy Route. On a daily basis, you call me a casual fangirl. Is that respectful? You
No,
dummy.
no. I'm allowed to say that. I'm the host.
Oh, shut up. Like, what the
You
hell?
gotta
What's
give
good for the
Boxing
goose
Nerd
is...
his Kirk out moment. Like this is he always got a Kirk out moment.
I don't got no curse out
Yo,
moment. I
boxing
just think...
nerd, do you take meds, bro?
I'll punch you in your nose, bump meds.
Yo, I think he has bipolar. I think he's bipolar. I think he takes meds.
But what you think about that? Like with the Frank thing and the whole and then Errol takes a picture with Tank after the fight.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
cold. That's
They've been friends for
cold.
years. Who
But
cares?
still, that's your fighter. Take
It
a
doesn't
picture with
matter.
him
Nah, man.
another time.
He's
That's
they're best
crazy.
friends. Regardless, it's just a business. Who cares? You guys are looking
Nah,
Yeah.
at it way too
man.
deep.
No, man. This is boxing, and this
You think you
it's.
think Frank gonna look at that the wrong way?
No,
I would.
he
Right after
congratulated.
a dude
Yo,
knocks me out, and you're my promoter, you go and put your arm around him like
that's a
he's
regular
your
thing.
fighter.
Hold on. Let's not act like they take pictures after fights, wins or losses. Fighters take pictures with each other all the freaking time.
But
Promoters take
promoters
pictures with...
though.
They were best friends before Frank was even in the picture. Stop.
But it's just
This
about
is
respect.
this
It's
is
the
a nah,
principle. It's the
man.
principle.
No,
It's
you guys are
about no. It's about reading the
no,
scene. It's
man.
about reading the
Nah,
atmosphere.
nah,
It's the
nah, nah,
situation.
nah. You guys are looking at it
Frank
way too deep.
Frank
They've been
actually took a
friends
pic with
since...
Gervonta too though before the fight.
But there are two. What? That's wait a minute. What?
Yeah, they took a picture together, but they was on a show together.
But like took a picture like how? Were they just standing next to each other? Like or did
Well,
Tank
No,
not
have his
next to
arm
each other.
around?
Somebody
there's
was
two
in the
people
middle
in
of them.
between them.
Okay, well that's different. I'm talking
She
about
said that's
Spence
different.
Nah,
literally had
bro.
his arm around Tank. No, he literally had his like they're like
They're
standing.
best friends. They're best
Yeah,
friends.
they
Who
they
cares?
They're
Chastity.
best friends.
Yeah, they are.
Literally
They
best
were
friends. Chastity.
bro. They
This
they
is
drink
this is a
together. They
friendship.
party together. They do
This
everything
is a
together.
friendship that happened from like what 10, 12 years ago. Like stop. Like,
I mean, but
nah.
no, I'm not gonna stop boxing nerd. Like, don't ever
Nah,
tell
like
me to stop. I'm never
nah,
gonna
cause
stop.
you're looking at it too way too deep. Like, oh,
No, it's
just
not way
because
too deep. It's not way too deep. It's just
Nerd,
to
let
me,
the lady have her
regardless.
opinion, bro.
Exactly. Like you're the one
Nerd,
that's making it too
relax,
deep.
bro.
nah, man, you guys are
I'm
making it
just
way
saying,
too.
from my perspective, if I just get knocked out like that, I don't want to see my promoter over there with him. Like they're friends, so they didn't need to take that picture. Like that's even more of a reason. You could take a picture with him when y'all out at the club. Then why are you taking a picture right after the match? And then before the match, the dude told me you was on the phone talking trash about me. Like it doesn't line up to me. It doesn't.
That wasn't proven. That wasn't proven. Frank
So
was just
so so
saying stuff.
Oh
Chastity.
my gosh.
So
Okay.
Chastity, you let me ask Chastity this. You think Frank should keep an eye out for Earl now?
I wouldn't be surprised if Frank leaves Earl.
Mm,
I think,
really?
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because to me, it's just something funny about the whole situation. I don't know. It's just something funny about it to me, to be honest with you. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Who knows? He might end up on Matchroom with your boy Boots.
Ah,
Boots
hey,
did that
yo,
because he wasn't getting fights.
yo,
How would
is
you? How would you feel if Frank went to Matchroom, nerd?
I don't care.
Okay.
I'm just saying you're looking into it too deep. They've been best friends forever.
It's not too deep.
The
It's just
fights,
a
the fight. Hold
conversation.
on,
That's all. It's not too
because
deep. It's not. I
no,
don't go to bed
hold
sleeping
on, hold
thinking
on, hold
about
on.
this.
No, you know why? Because the fight's over. Why do we still have to beef when the fight's over? Frank is fine. Frank was standing. Frank hugged everybody. Frank did interviews. If Frank was on the floor cold in a coma, of course you wouldn't take a picture with him afterwards. You have to look at the whole situation. Frank was
He
fine.
was on the floor and he did
He was
almost
on the
look
floor,
like he
but
was.
he was able to do an interview right after. Like he was fine.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but to me, when I look
nerd.
at,
Let the lady have her opinion, bro.
yeah,
Yo,
that's
easy
all
route.
it
Shut
is.
up, man. Like stop. Like you're acting like I'm going to war with her. Relax. Shit.
Yo, you're no, bro.
Like
You're
what's wrong
trying
with
to
this guy, man?
nerd. You're nerd. You're trying to change her mind, bro.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
not
trying
going
to
to
change
change
your
my
mind.
mind. I'm just okay, nerd. Let's just be real for a second. You telling me that even though you don't believe it's true, you don't think that's weird that Tank would say you was on the phone with me and you know you only here for a check. You know he gonna lose, and then Ellerby gets up and says, "Come on, y'all. Don't even think that Spence really believes that Frank is gonna finish Tank. Like, come on now. But I'm crazy for thinking that it's rude
It's
to take a
boxing.
picture with Tank after all of that.
Yeah, because they have 10+ years of friendship. Like I don't see the fight's
Well,
over.
I
Like there's
think it
no
would have
reason
been
to beef.
better for Frank and Tank to take a picture after the fight. I
They
think
did
that
take
would
a
have been
picture
better.
after. I think they did take a picture after. You see what
Okay.
Tank said? See what Tank said when he was walking to his locker room? Yo,
No, I
them,
didn't
them,
see
them.
it. I didn't see
No,
it.
so there was a short video. He was walking to his locker room. Them my guys. There's no real beef. We can hang out after. Like as soon as the fight's over, there's no need to like the war lines are still drawn. What are we gonna do that for? We made money together. The fight
Yeah,
ended how it ended.
chastity. It's
Mm-hmm.
like that. It's like that in boxing. After the fight's over, everybody's cool
No,
again.
no, 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 no. I respect that. That's what I want too. I don't think fighters should carry it on. Like I agree too, but I'm just saying on the same night. Look, you
Oh, I
guys.
mean, I understand what you're saying. Like it was immediately, right?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. It was immediately. I'm not saying that this should carry on even to the next day. I'm just saying like right after. And look, you guys, like this is a special situation. Not many people bring their promoters into the beef and say, "Oh, your promoter called me up on the phone and told me that he only here for a check and that he knows I'm gonna beat you." Like that's not a normal thing. That's to hear somebody say. I'm just saying
You know it's a possibility that Tank was talking shit.
it's a
I'm
possibility,
just
yes,
saying
because
shit.
none of us were there, but it's also a possibility that he was telling the truth.
No, he wouldn't do that. That
But
wouldn't
how do
make any
you? But how
sense.
can you? But how does it not make
Because
sense?
Arrow told him to release the footage.
He
Release
said to
the
release the
video that he has.
recording, but they're
Yeah, release the
friends. You just
recording.
said that, but you just said they're friends, so he wasn't going to go too far. He just
Because
went
he's
far enough.
lying.
He
Tank was
went far enough
lying.
to put
Tank was
Frank's.
lying. Tank was
He went
lying.
far enough to put seeds in Frank's head. That's what he did, but he wasn't going to go too far.
Exactly. Putting seeds in his
But
head,
it
but it
doesn't
wasn't
mean that the
actually
seeds
true.
aren't real. It doesn't mean that it's not
Nah,
true. But you
man.
can't, how can you sit here and I can easily and honestly and maturely say, yeah, it could be a lie. But how can you sit here and say, oh, it's absolutely a lie? You're not even
Boxing nerd.
considering the fact that it could be true.
Yeah, boxing nerd. We don't know for sure,
Exactly.
so
Like you sound weird.
we have to keep that thought open, bro. Relax.
Exactly.
I
Nobody
don't think
knows
you
you
should
wasn't on the
keep
phone.
keep keep the thought open because like why would he take the fight to begin with? He believed him into this much to the point where you think he could upset Frank. Why would he put him in the fight if he's gonna talk with Tank on the phone about him losing anyways? Like that doesn't make
Because
any sense.
it's a
Why put him
check,
in
like he
why
said.
I don't
Chastity,
think
you gotta give boxing nerd a pass. He only
Earl Spence no
chastity.
don't say
I'm
something
listening,
stupid. I
You have
Prince.
to
swear.
What you
give
say?
boxing nerd a pass. He only think with the left side of his brain.
Something
Yeah,
ain't right
you're a
because
little dummy.
something ain't right. Because like it could be true. It's like it could
Earl
be.
Spence,
Chastity,
Earl Spence, Earl
you
Spence.
heard what I said?
Yeah, I heard you, and I
He
heard
only
you.
he only
Seeing you
thinks with
easy,
the
right? How
left
about
side
that?
of his brain.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah,
He
no, I got you. Something's up.
he only thinks with the
Whatever.
left side of his brain. That's all he uses, the left
You won't
side.
say that to my face. I'll punch you in your teeth. How about that? You goofy.
You
Oh,
saw
boxing
you
nerd, you're getting
talking
emotional again.
No, I'm
boxing.
not getting emotional. He knows I'll
Chastity.
beat the hell out of him. He's talking crazy. He knows I'll beat the hell out of him. He's too small.
Oh my god! But are you a boxer? Boxing nerd?
Yes.
Boxing nerd is soft. I
Oh, y'all
see.
should y'all want to spar? Y'all going to spar?
He's
Yo,
too
I seen
small.
boxing nerd.
How
Boxing
big are
nerd
you?
I'm
the bag. He hit the
225.
bag for like 30 seconds and gas is out.
Yeah, right. Okay. I'll beat the hell out of you. That's for
Ah,
sure. One
oh
body shot and you're done.
gosh.
So
Hey yo, let's change the subject. Let's talk about Devin, man. Devin talking
Yeah,
about he's
let's talk
about to
about this.
retire. What y'all think about
Devin's
that?
calling out like a sorry sucker. That's what he's
I
calling
think
out.
Devin's feelings are hurt because nobody bidded on his fight.
No, he's just a sucker, man.
I think
Sit
he
him
feels
down.
like
He's not
nobody
a fighter.
cares anymore. I feel sorry
Nobody
for
does
Devin
care.
a little bit. I mean, but that's why he's retiring. That's why he's saying that because he like don't nobody care to see me fight. Don't nobody want to bid on my fight. They talking about I don't sell. What am I here for? That's probably what he's thinking.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's not the mindset to have because this is supposed to be a gladiator sport. You
Exactly.
know,
I
you,
agree.
you
But
can't
I
you
told
can't
you I don't think Devin got the dog though. I never
yeah,
did.
he don't and he's showing that and I don't like that because he used to be one of my favorite fighters. But the
Why
way
was
he's
he ever
moved,
your favorite fighter? That's a waste of time.
what do you mean? When he was with Floyd Senior, bro? I used to love that when he was with Floyd Senior.
When he was
Soon
five
as
and
he
all,
soon as he left Floyd Senior, he started fighting way different, bro.
uh,
Yeah, I don't think Dev feels wanted anymore. So I don't know if he's really going to retire or if he's just like seeing what people's response is
he's
going to
gonna
be.
retire for as
His
long
de-
as
his defense is not what it
Ryan's.
used to be, bro. He needs to
It,
go back to
it was
Senior,
never
bro.
anything good. It was never anything good to begin with. Let's be honest. If his defense was good, he would do it at the highest level, and he doesn't. So,
Listen, go watch his earlier fights, bro. He barely got hit.
but who was he fighting in his earlier fights,
I'm saying, but the trainer he was with, if he would have
bro?
stayed with if he would have stayed with Senior, then we could have really tell. But because he left Senior, so I'm always gonna criticize him on his defense.
Yep. Yep. I don't know what's going to happen with Dev. I really don't. What you think he should do?
I think he should man up, running back with Ryan. But we gonna see if Ryan gets a ban or not. But if he doesn't, he should man up and run it back. But I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion. I think stylistically, I think he loses to him no matter what, PD
But do
or
you
not.
think he should wait for Ryan though? Because he's talking about, oh, I'm gonna take a break for 2 years and then come back and fight
Because
Ryan. But like,
he's mentally damaged. That's why.
I'm like, why you waiting on him? Why you waiting on this guy?
Because
Yeah,
he's
Like he,
living
go ahead,
through
go
he's
ahead,
living
fight
through
your
Ryan Garcia.
mandatory.
That's what he's doing.
Go ahead, fight your mandatory for some pennies, cause they only got a purse split of 2.4. That's
that's
real low.
crazy. That's crazy.
They literally
He
got to
made more
split.
against
They
George
literally got to
Kambosos.
split $2.4 million. Like what? That's crazy.
That's
He made more
crazy.
against
I
George
mean,
Kambosos both times.
you gotta see the kind of. I mean, that's a gut punch right there. They dropped him again with that. That's why he talking about retirement. That's a gut punch right there. To go
Yeah,
to drop down that low, like I'm not gonna lie, I would consider retiring
He's,
too if I was him.
like Jerron Ennis is
he's
literally
only
making
taking a
more.
break.
Yo, I don't even want to talk about Boots, but Boots is making more money. Boots is making more money than Dev in his next fight than Dev's about to make against Sandor Martin.
That's disrespectful.
That kind of is.
That's disrespectful, yo. Now you see why Dev is like, you know what? Later for y'all, I got money. Like y'all ain't about to play me.
And we all know Boots be making pennies.
Not
Psycho,
anymore. Not
Boxing
anymore.
nerd. He said not
Not
anymore.
anymore.
But we'll see how he
Oh
does
fuck
this
yeah.
next fight. We'll see how he does.
Hey, yo,
We know how he's gonna do.
Al Heyman and Steven Espinoza was robbing boots. It was giving this dude pennies.
Mm, 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 mm.
You earn, and you could possibly lose with Eddie Hearn. Earn with Hearn.
Yeah, Hearn is
As
the
they
guy
say.
you could go over there and take all his money. He don't care.
I think that's what he needs to do. I think. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Devin needs like a reboot. He needs like a restart. He needs like I don't know. He probably should go missing for a little while and just pop back up with like a new promoter or something.
You said what, Chastity?
You heard me? I said I think Devin should kind of disappear for a little bit and
Uh-huh.
then pop back up with like a new promoter. Because I heard that him and Eddie only have like a fight to fight contract. Like it's not consistent. It's only per fight.
Oh, then why did he expect Eddie to bid then? That's weird.
Well,
Why
he
would you
probably
expect?
thought Eddie was going to bid on him still because he probably thought like Eddie still
Oh
believe in
no,
me.
it's business. It's business. If you're not signed to me, why would I bid for you? I'm not bidding for you. If I was Eddie, I would do the same thing. If you're not signed to me, we're not in contract. We do fight by fight. Like you don't have a few more fights with me. I'm not bidding for you. You
But
know?
I think he's bid for him in the past though.
Yeah, but that's when he probably had like a few fights signed. He had like multiple fights over there. They knew how many fights he was gonna do, but they
Yeah.
don't know for sure. They don't because and honestly, I'm gonna actually confirm what I'm saying right now because I just recently seen an interview from Eddie, right? And you know what he said?
What?
He said, "I don't believe Devin's gonna fight Sandor Martin." So he's under the mindset Devin's not even gonna fight the dude. I lied to you not. I could probably pull the interview up. He was like, "I don't think Devin's gonna fight Sandor Martin because him fighting Sandor Martin doesn't make sense because that fight's not a big fight. He's not gonna make a lot of money in that fight. So I don't think he's gonna fight him. In fact, I guarantee y'all he's gonna vacate the belt." This is what Eddie said.
Mm.
Y'all ain't see that interview?
No, I didn't see that
I
interview.
literally just seen it. He says he believes Devin's gonna vacate the belt. I was like, oh, now it makes sense why he didn't bid because he thinks Devin's not gonna fight this dude.
Mm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
boxing nerd. Did you see that interview, bro?
I saw a clip. I saw the
Yeah,
clip.
he said he believed Devin's gonna vacate, right?
Hmm.
Yup. So I was like, all right, now it makes sense why he didn't bid.
Yeah. I mean, I think Devin probably thought like, oh, I don't know, or maybe Devin's just maybe Devin's just a little delusional, maybe about
Uh huh.
like how just how
Yeah,
he's
yeah. That's
being.
what I was saying. He's a little gullible. I don't want to call the man delusional, so I use gullible.
Yeah, gullible's a nicer word, but when
He is
you're seeing
delusional. He
when
thinks
you yeah, you're big. Go ahead, boxing nerd.
no, you were gonna say he thinks he's bigger than what he is. Simple.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly. That's
yeah.
delusion.
And when you take a
Especially
past
after
video,
especially after this loss, his stock dropped even more.
yeah, to Ryan Garcia, my God, like pick up. Oh man, bro, you're not supposed to lose to someone like that.
Yeah, bro.
Someone,
That's what I'm
someone as
saying,
someone as te- someone as technically
bro.
flawed as
I'm
Ryan
telling
Garcia
y'all, right?
should have got a boxing lesson.
Listen to this. Even if he was on PEDs, like people are saying, I still think Devin should have won because I thought he was really that good.
You're
I
not
think
wrong,
Javon,
brother.
I think Gervonta still would have won. I think Shakur still would have won.
Yeah, all three of those guys beat him pretty badly too.
You said what?
He only beats Tio. Shakur beats Tio. Ryan
Hold on,
loses
who
to
beats?
Tio.
Wait, stop. Who's gonna beat Teo?
Devin want to beat Tio.
I don't know that for sure anymore.
Yo, he's athletic and he moves very well.
I'm not too
He would
confident in that, bro.
if no, I don't think he stands a chance because He's gonna know that Devin doesn't really punch like that. And if he gets Devin in the corners, he's screwed.
But Devin has to fight. I mean, if everybody's doubting him because they don't really know what he's truly capable of
Yeah, his
now.
mindset. We don't know his mindset right now. His
He,
mindset too.
but he needs
Bro,
to fight somebody.
what's funny is the unfortunate thing about Devin is that he's not good at all. He's actually
What?
garbage.
He's not
He's
good.
he's
Yo,
he's
stop,
he's,
man. You doing too
he's,
much.
he's
At
probably
20,
he's
bro,
probably the
at
most
25
boring.
years
No, hold
old,
on, hold on, hold on.
boxing nerd, hold on. You can't disrespect the man like that.
Let me finish what I'm
At
saying. Why
25
do
years
you
old,
why
he's a
when I'm
two
saying
division
something you
world
always have to
champion.
interrupt?
He's the
Please, bro.
undisputed champion. Relax.
Why when I'm making a statement you have to interrupt me? Every single time. You let Chastity talk,
Because
you
that's not
talk.
that's not a nice thing to say, bro.
He's literally the most boring boxer in recent history, number one. Number two,
Wow.
he had the easiest path to undisputed. Number three, he didn't really beat Loma, and he lost to Len. So he has two losses on his resume, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you think? I don't know. You think Devin's a hype job boxing nerd? You
Hype
think he
job?
was a
What
hype
the hell?
job? Not now,
Hype
but you.
job? I don't think he was ever a hype job because they never thought he was that good. He has no
Boxing
offense,
nerd is
Chastity.
calling the man overrated, man. Boxing nerd, stop.
Way over. I mean, way overrated.
I'm not gonna lie, Prince.
Way.
Though I'm not gonna lie, I do think Devin was boring. He wasn't my favorite fighter to watch. I have to be honest. I do
This is
agree with
this.
some of the points because I never saw what everybody else was talking about Devin because I was like, this guy, he seems like too nice. Like he seems too like he looks like he should be a teacher or something. Like to me, he doesn't have the demeanor of a boxer.
Yeah, that meanness.
Here's
I
why
know what you talking about. Yeah, that meanness. You
He
could
don't have
tell
he
when
doesn't
it.
have.
you could tell when you look at somebody. Yeah, like this dude was born to fight.
Yeah, some people like
He,
Tank is born to fight. Bud is born to fight. Like those people, you can see it. Those are fighters right there. Floyd
Boots was
born to
born.
fight.
Boots was born to fight. Boots was born to fight.
I don't know about Boots either. Boots to me,
What are you talking?
he
Whoa,
kind
whoa,
of gives
whoa,
me.
whoa,
I'm not
whoa,
gonna lie.
whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
stop saying whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me tell you, Boots
Boxing
actually,
nerd. Boots don't have that.
Boots don't have
Yeah.
that dog either. Mr.
What?
Mumbles. I mean, I look okay, look. I'm a backtrack on that. I'm a backtrack a little bit. I think he got a little dog in him, but it needs to grow a little bit bigger. Okay, it needs to grow up. It could grow up. It could grow up, but sometimes Boots reminds me of a better version of Devin. Not his fighting style, just like something about his demeanor. Like
Okay.
I know you're gonna flip out, but I'm just being honest.
I'm
There's
not
something
gonna flip
about
out. I'm
Boots,
just.
like
I've heard enough hate to last a lifetime because I like Boots so much and I troll about greatest. I know he's not the greatest of all time. It's just a troll. And the fact that you guys actually take it so seriously to the point where you have to hate on the guy so bad, it's kind of
It
weird.
pisses
but
me
Number
off
one,
every single
no,
day you say
okay,
that shit.
whatever.
I
I
actually
don't
like
care.
Boots though. But the thing about
No,
it is
you don't.
I do. I actually do. I just need to
Oh
see
wow.
more. I just need to see more. I think I
But
like him.
Chastity. How is he supposed to show more when nobody's ready to fight him? Nobody wants to fight him. Let me give you an
Are you
example.
sure
Keith
about
Thurman.
that?
Let me talk. Let me finish. Keith
Boxing
Thurman
nerd,
didn't
that's
want to
cat.
fight.
That's cat,
Hold
bro.
on. Let me finish, bro. What is wrong with you today, bro? Let me finish. God damn.
You two are like a freaking
Keith
married
Thurman.
couple.
Keith Thurman didn't want to fight him. He didn't get paid enough. Whatever, cool. Sean Porter said he was not gonna come out of retirement to fight him. Cool. Whatever. Conor Ben, he's still suspended. We can't get no fight.
Wait,
Virgil
he did
Ortiz,
what? What was Conor Ben's excuse?
he's still suspended. He's calling
But he
everybody
can
out, but he's
fight
still
in
suspended.
America though.
Not certain states. He can't fight in certain states.
Well, then fight in the
Um,
states he can fight in.
why are we gonna do that? He's not big enough for us to actually go to whatever he needs. No.
What do you mean? It's
Second,
a fight. He need. Who
what?
cares? It's a fight.
No, he's gonna come to our territory and no territory at all. He holds no cards.
No,
He's
that's
not
not
in
fair.
any of
That's
the.
not fair. First of all, you're when
Oh,
you're
we're
a
talking
warrior.
about
No,
fair
no, 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 no,
now.
no. When you're a warrior, you travel for the battle. Okay, you don't. Well, if somebody wants to bring the
Uh,
battle to you, why wouldn't you go to it? especially Conor Benn. Conor Benn has a name.
Conor Benn has called out 5 or 6 different fighters in the span of 3 months. Has
Because
he
he
fought
wants
or
to
made any
fight.
chances? Has he made any advances to fight any of the people he called out? No. So he's just
but there's
talking.
reasons for that. You look, first of all, Conor Benn is a name, regardless. Like, he's a bigger name than Boots.
Not
First
in
of all,
America.
he
Not in
is.
America.
But how do
In
I know who he
America?
is? How do I
You
know who
said
Conor
Conor
Benn
Benn is a
is?
bigger name? He's a bigger name in America than Boots? Are you
I bet you
kidding me?
anybody who knows Boots' name know Conor Benn's name. I bet you that.
No, that's not true. That is not true.
Really?
He's fighting in little theaters in Florida. Nobody knows him in America. Nobody.
I don't
That's a
believe
fact.
that. I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know.
All right.
Prince, what do you
Next.
think? Do you think that Conor Benn is not known in America?
He's not. He's a hater. He's not gonna give a truthful answer.
No, he can tell the truth. He's gonna tell the truth.
Tell the truth, then he's real.
Wait, he left. He's not even on here.
All right. So let me continue. Virgil Ortiz Boots was calling him out continuously in 2021, 2022. Virgil Ortiz says, "Oh, we're gonna fight at the very top. I'm not gonna fight him right now. I'm gonna give him a couple years, 4 years." And they was asking about the fight. So duck.
So you think that's a duck? But okay, wait. Stop right there. Stop right there. I just want to talk about that. Now, fighters do have resumes and fighters do have status. I don't think that this is why I thought it was crazy for Boots to call out Bud, because not everything's a duck. Some things you're just not on my level yet. Like, you got to put that into perspective. You can't like omit that. Like, some boxers are on a certain level.
Virgil Ortiz is on a bigger level than Boots? In what way?
I mean, Virgil Ortiz has a name. He has a name. He's not.
He really?
He does. What do you mean? He does. He has a name, and I think with Boots, let me tell you, this is why I'd say that Boots needs to fight who he can fight, because Boots is still building a name. Not everybody, just because you up and coming don't mean you get to fight me. You need to prove yourself. There's some fighters that are like, nah, like I will fight you.
Level. What do you mean?
All right, fine. Okay, let's just move on. Who's next then? That's just my perspective. I'm just talking about levels here, okay? No, I definitely don't think that Boots should have been calling out Bud. You think Boots is on Bud's level? You think Boots has a bigger name than Bud?
No, what? Well, hold on. We were only talking about names because you said Virgil Ortiz has a name bigger than Boots.
No,
I'm not that much bigger.
But okay, let's just scratch Virgil then. I'm talking about status right now. Like, when it comes to Boots, you were talking about Boots and people ducking Boots. I'm just saying that another reason why people could be ducking, well, not ducking him, but people are saying, I'm going to fight you later, is because they need to see him like rise up a little bit more.
No. Shout out to World Combat Sports.
What's good,
Let me just get this off. Hold on.
WCS, salute.
What's up, Scotty?
What's good, people? Happy Juneteenth to whoever believes in.
Yo, did you just say that man government?
I did. So is that bad?
No, that's not bad.
It is bad.
How you speaking for this man, boxer nerd?
Nah, we don't even releasing gummies out here, bro.
Well, I think
don't know how to. I mean,
Cassidy, I think Nerd has a problem with you.
A personal greeting. I don't know. I guess it's considered personal.
I asked Scott. Me and Scotty have had a previous conversation, and I asked him his name, and that's what he told me. He didn't say you only can call me WCS. He didn't say that. He said my name is Scotty. Just like I asked no credit what his name was, and he said Prince. I don't know if that's his real name, but that's what he told me.
So
yeah, it is.
I'm gonna let WCS go in a second. Let me just finish what I'm saying. Stanley Onis didn't want to smoke. Barrio said his wife was pregnant and still ended up fighting in March. Cody Crowley got an eye exam and he ducked in November. Like, there's multiple
That's
people.
cat.
But those aren't ducks. Those are, I don't know if those are ducks. A man baby's being born.
They avoided the fight. How is that not a duck? And the reason they say, "Oh, I want to see you at the top," they want to see him get more of a profile so they can pay for their hospital bill. They know how good this kid is. That's the problem. But go ahead, WCS.
I just want to ask, who you think the A side between Conor Benn and Boots?
If it's in America, Boots, and he has a championship.
Can I call you Scotty since we didn't have a whole conversation about this? Am I still allowed to call you Scotty?
I never complained about that. That's me.
Thank
Me. I
you, because
mean,
you're a
you
grown
know what I'm
man and you
saying?
can speak for yourself.
Yeah. I
All
mean,
right,
I don't
Scotty.
have no
So
problem.
I got a question for you. Are you aware of Connor Vin? Do you feel like people in America are aware of Connor Vin?
Yeah, they know who he is. I mean, he has his dad last name, of course, but Connor
Exactly.
Ben, Connor Ben is definitely known over here in the U.S.
Exactly. Then that was all my point was. That was
The
my
only
point.
thing that hurts Boots is that he's in the U.S., but he doesn't try to extend that notoriety. He doesn't do anything in between fights. Nobody know what he has going on. No one's talking about him. He is a
Yep.
champion for sure, but I mean, he does nothing in between fights.
Good
Nothing.
He's a
points.
gy- he's
Good
he's a
points.
gym rat. He's not from this
I mean,
generation.
you can
You
be a
know, he's
gym
born in
rat
this
and then
generation.
promote your brand, though. He's just boring.
And he
Gerard Ennis is
mumbles.
boring than Devin Haney
That's where he's
to me.
from. What are you talking
Yo,
about? That's how Philly talks.
no, that's
That's
not
how he
how
talks in
Philly
Philly.
talks. Prince is from Philly. He don't talk like that.
He doesn't even mumble. I can understand everything he's saying.
He does mumble. He like no 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 no. He mumbles. You
He
have to
does,
like
man.
turn the volume all the way up to hear him.
I'm not even agreeing with Chassis just for fun. He does, man. He says he mumble. He don't complete full sentences, bro. Real talk.
Thank you.
You
Finally,
know,
somebody with some
they
sense.
were, you know. Oh, excuse me. You know, they were calling Crawford boring as hell before the Errol Spence fight. You know that, right? You know that he
Yeah,
couldn't
I
put
mean they was
complete
calling
sentences
Crawford
together.
boring for short conversation. Like he really didn't stay
He
in
didn't
front of the
know
camera too long.
interviews. He didn't do
He
nothing. Like,
okay, being long winded, and but yet talking about something that lacks substance is different. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Crawford was not long winded. He was just short, straight to the point. If Boots get behind the mic and he talks, it's just like he ain't saying anything while he's talking.
The
He
most
it's the
just
same thing. He's straight to the point. He answers the question. He doesn't go into detail. He doesn't ramble.
he looked
bro.
like his brain be freezing and he trying to get to the next sentence. Okay, like he looks like he's
Wow.
still look. He looks like he needs media training. He looks
Yeah,
like he needs
that's true.
to have more experience in front of the camera. He is nervous. He does not yet know how to conduct himself, and it's boring. And he needs to learn how to speak clearer. That's all I'm
Wow,
saying. That's
that's
all I'm
that's
saying.
that's 100% true, man. I don't usually agree with somebody 100%. That's absolutely he needs media training. That's all, nerd. He
Two
needs
Bud
media
fans
training, bro.
agreeing on something. Oh wow.
I mean, I'm just saying, like she hit every wicket. Like he needs media training.
Yeah, like serious. I don't
I'm
know
not
what
disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying the mumble things.
he does mumble a bit. I'm not saying that it's like a bad thing. I'm just saying that Boots still got a lot to prove. He has to grow into this position. This is why people are not like looking at him the way you think they should, because he's just not developed yet.
No, they're just scared of him. Just say how it is. They're scared of
Look
him.
at Tank. Tank is has improved leaps and bounds from what he was
Yep.
back in the day.
Yep.
Like he knows how to
He
talk in
still
front of the
slurs
media.
over his
They've been working
words.
behind the scenes with him, man.
Yeah.
He could barely speak English though. Like tech, you could understand him to an extent, but like you could tell he didn't really graduate from high school. You
But
know
you
what I
can
mean?
tell Tank is being himself though. You can tell he's being
Yeah.
himself. Like
So
that's what's enduring to people is that Tank is now like what I started liking Tank when he started acting silly. Like that's when I started paying him more attention when he started like joking
they
around and
call him autistic.
okay, but that's fine. He can be autistic and funny. That's fine. That's what works for him.
Yeah, Tank has came a long ways. I'm happy for him to be able to hold a presser like he does now and speak clearly and answer questions properly. You know, opposite of what he used to do back in the day. I mean, back in the day, he just seemed like he was the kid that didn't graduate from high school and pay attention when he was in English class. But now he's good.
All I'm saying, guys, that's all nice. I agree. Boost needs media training. He needs to talk more. He needs to be more outgoing. He needs to be out there. He needs to improve his YouTube channel. He only has four, like six videos on his YouTube channel. He only posts about training and church and all that other stuff. But that's all he does. Like he doesn't party. He doesn't socialize much. He's always in the gym. This is his life. This
Hey,
is all he gives.
he better go in there and route. He better go in there and route freaking David Avanesian. Else you won't be on
Mm-hmm.
here.
What do you mean route? Like
He better go in there and perform well. He was calling out
Yeah.
Crawford and
Why wouldn't
everything.
he
He better
perform
get him
well?
up out of there before 6 rounds, bro.
He's gonna get him out in 3.
Okay.
What's so
Uh,
funny?
I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what
It's like you know
happens.
something I don't know.
No, 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 no. I mean, that would be a sight, but who knows? Anything's possible.
Why you say 3? You think it's enough film out there with Igis Kavalauskas and Crawford for him to get him up out of there in 3?
Josh Kelly too. Josh Kelly hurt him in the second round. He just didn't capitalize and finish him. And he
Okay.
gassed out. And Avanesian capitalized, hit him with some hard shots, and Josh Kelly couldn't recover. I do this, WCS. I study the game. I know my boxing, WCS. I know what I'm talking about, bro.
I want to ask y'all about the fight. Tank and Frank Martin. Who do
Yeah.
you think is the blame? Now that they're saying that Frank is firing Derrick James because Errol told him to. Looking at the fight and giving your assessment, who is to blame for the outcome? Who should be
I feel
fired?
like Frank and Earl are the blame. I feel like Derek was giving him some sound advice, but at the same time, I don't feel like he trained him
The promoter
properly.
should be the blame.
For firing our coach that was giving him the proper advice in the corner. He was moving to his right the whole
I
entire
didn't
time,
see
and
Errol in the corner during the fight though.
that's true. But okay, well, maybe not Arrow. I feel like Frank is to blame. Frank needed to listen, and because he was giving Frank some sound advice. Derek was giving. He was supposed to be fighting off the ropes. He wasn't supposed to be moving right the
Yeah.
entire fight. Like simple little things like that. Those nuances were important to why he got stopped the way he did. Like he gave him that advice right before the round before he got stopped. He wasn't supposed to be moving to right the whole time. Like hands high in the air. I'm not looking at his target. Like he wasn't looking at where the shots were coming from. When he had the high guard up, he was blinded. That's why the uppercut was so nicely put together. And then the left hand right after that. Like he was a sitting duck when he just covered up in the corner. But
He didn't have his
that's
right
just not.
guard up when Tank landed that left under his right.
Nope,
No,
he
He
sure
didn't
no.
have his
didn't.
hands up. That's why he got caught.
That's why he got caught. But I want to ask you a question. Do you find it like strange that they're saying that Errol told him? Like, I don't really get that. Like,
Earl
why would
Errol
he
told
hasn't
him.
lost
listen?
him.
Errol told him to fire Derek. That's what they're saying.
Oh, no, we don't have any clear evidence that that's the truth. I think people find it easy to just blend that in with EJ's legal situation with Derek. I don't know if that's the case. I haven't heard any indication.
Yeah, I agree with that because to me it just sounds weird. Like, why would Frank listen to Earl, who's like in a legal situation with James? Like, why would he?
And then leading up to the fight, he said, "Oh well, Frank is in good hands with Derek. Derek's good training, this, that, and the other." But after they lose, people are saying that EJ told Frank to fire Derek. I mean, what point does that make? It don't make any sense, man.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't really make sense to me. And then, I mean, Frank himself said he didn't take James' advice. He told him, stay off the ropes, stay off the ropes. All through training, he said that.
Yeah, he did. And once them legs started, give out, yeah, he got to post up against the ropes to take a breather. Because Tank was hunting him, stalking him the whole first 6 rounds, man.
Do you think it would have been better for him to get knocked out off the ropes?
No, I wouldn't. It
I,
wouldn't
I
have
feel I
mattered.
feel like
It wouldn't have
he
mattered.
Either
You
way,
know what I'm
he was
saying?
getting knocked out.
yeah,
I
he would
mean,
have got
yeah, either
stopped.
way he get knocked out, but I do think it would have been better if he at least would have just like
You know what?
Oh,
battled
so
with
so
him.
what you
Like,
saying, Chess? It would have been better for him to get a better camera angle in the middle of the ring.
I'm
I
just
think
saying he should have went. If you're gonna go out and just like try to like you gotta try to make it. Don't you're gonna lay on the ropes and let the man knock you out. You're not gonna at least try to just maybe get a good hit in like in the middle of the ring.
What?
Tank cut off the ring. Like he cut off
But
him moving
no,
to
no,
the
no,
left
no, 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 no. But Frank was literally backing up to the ropes. He was literally like
because
putting
his legs were
himself
tired.
there.
His legs were tired.
it
You
would
know
have
what move?
it would have only been better It's if the referee would have stopped it instead of him getting knocked out cold.
Yeah, for sure,
That's what I'm
for
saying.
sure.
Like,
You know what I
A
missed? He actually
TKO.
put he was trying to put his right guard up, but he wasn't quick enough with it.
I just didn't understand why he was putting himself against the ropes, y'all. Like, I've never seen a fighter do that. I've never seen a fighter run to the corner, run to the ropes.
Because he was his
Appreciate it.
legs were tired.
He's not used to that pressure.
And his legs
That
were tired. He doesn't fight. He doesn't fight
And he
good off the back
respect
foot
and he respected
or
his he
continuously.
respected Gervonta's power.
If
but
you
do
don't,
y'all
you get knocked out.
what was I about to say? Do y'all think he
But he was
quit? Do y'all think he quit mentally?
no. He was just
No, no, no,
tired,
no. It was just a huge gap in skill set.
and he was fatigued. If you're moving around the ring that much, your legs are gonna burn up, especially if you're not naturally a back foot fighter.
So y'all don't think he
He
quit?
no, he did
No,
I
not
no,
quit.
don't
no.
mean no. I'm not saying literally quit, like stop fighting. I just mean in his mind, he was like, I'm not gonna win this.
No, he was trying
No,
to
no, he
change
was
it up.
trying. He was trying to win.
He was trying to win. He was just trying to
Look,
change it
he
up. He was
went
just
eight
trying to give
rounds.
himself gas for later.
Ryan went 7. What's his name? Uh,
Yeah, mental fatigue too.
the clown that always making these dumb jokes. What's
Rolly,
his name?
Rolly, Rolly won
Rolly.
6.
He went
Rolly is
6.
annoying.
He's
Rolly
one that
went
needs
6.
media training too. Like he's a
Ryan
Yeah,
went
complete
he
dummy.
7.
does. Uh-huh.
Hey, yo, that's crazy. If we look at Gervonta's knockouts, Rolly 6, Ryan 7, Martin 8.
Wow.
6, 7, 8. Out of the
Not
three of
bad.
them, out of
So
the three of
actually,
them,
Martin should get more credit then. I mean, Frank should get, yeah, he should get more credit
if
then.
if we're being honest,
The only thing is, Frank Martin knockout was the worst.
it was the nastiest. It was the nastiest. Oh my god. At least Rolly got up on time. Like Frank was out. But here's the thing. Even though Rolly is the dumbest, he did do the best between the two of them, the three of them. If we're being honest, in the if we're going to the 6th round, he was probably up 3-2 against Tank. Even though Tank was setting him up, he wasn't really trying
But
to win rounds. He was trying
but
to run him
Frank
into
but,
something.
but Frank was winning the fight.
No, he wasn't.
He was up over
Yeah,
Gervonta.
Frank
No,
was
he wasn't.
up, but I don't know if he
No,
was
he
winning
wasn't.
the fight. He was up,
He had
but it
more
was more
points.
so
No,
due to
going
the
It
into
was
going into the knockout,
courtesy of Tank.
it was 66, 67 Tank on the
No,
card.
No, it was
nerd.
67 Frank, 66 Tank.
No, they said the cards Tank was winning going into the final bout, final round before you knocked him out.
What was the score?
I
66, 67 for Tank.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
I thought Frank was winning the first half of the fight because of Tank was letting him. Tank
Yeah,
wasn't throwing a lot of punch combinations. He was just buying his time, getting Frank tired, and then
that was the game plan. Yeah,
he started to come and bring that heat.
yeah, that was the game plan. Oh, who's this? Oh, they're adding
So as far as him, getting knocked out by the ropes, I think that's always better because when we got cameras rolling, it's better than just getting knocked out in the middle of the ring. Because you know what I'm saying, 2 cameras is better than 5 camera angles.
see the chat is saying Frank was winning. They agreeing.
that's okay. He was a
I
Yeah,
mean, I hear what y'all
Frank
saying,
had to
but
be winning the first half of the fight because he had the most success in the first
So you're
I
half of
saying
the
he
remember.
fight.
won
He had
all
to be
4
winning.
first rounds? Oh no, Kenny gotta be mad.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess I understand what you guys are saying. I just feel like it looks worse to back yourself up to the ropes and then just get knocked out. It's almost like you went there on purpose or something. Like you went there to get knocked out. Because that's what I was thinking the whole time. Like, yo, why is he doing this to himself?
No, it's mental and
Frank,
physical
I mean,
fatigue.
you gotta look at Floyd. Floyd posted up on the ropes sometime too.
But
I
that's
mean,
different.
you
Floyd is
gotta
an
you gotta know how to fight off the ropes. I think Frank was
Yeah, that's what he
tired.
didn't do.
His legs
Yeah.
was fatigued, and he wanted to get them breathers up against the ropes.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And Tank was right there, in his space. Still,
Uh-huh. He didn't give it a chance to breathe. Yeah.
if he would have
Doing
caught
that much
Tank,
moving.
yeah, if he would have seen the reaction that he wanted when he landed that counter left hand on Tank the first time he was in the corner, and they kept fainting. Then, Tank came in and he caught him with that left. If that would have been a bit more reaction to that, it might have motivated Frank to get off the ropes, and I don't know. But when he hit Tank and it didn't do anything, he said, "Man, I'm in trouble. I'm done."
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking in his mind he had mentally, because you guys, to me it looked like he was he would, the first couple rounds he would go to that corner, go to the road, slip out of it, get out of it, turn out of it. But then it's like, to me it almost looked like, all right, I can't keep this up anymore. I can't keep moving. I can't keep like slipping this guy. Like I'm just gonna go up on the ropes and see what happens. And then he got dropped. Like,
He was just trying to slow down the pace because the pace he started with wasn't going to be able to be kept throughout the fight. So that's what he said, which is what happened. He was just trying to slow the pace down. He just should
well,
have
it
fought off the
slowed
ropes a
down,
little
all
bit more.
right. It slowed down
You,
completely.
you have to look at it this way too, Chastity. That when Rolly Romero attempted to go in on Tank in their fight, Tank was up against the ropes.
Uh-huh. He was getting caught clean too. It just takes
Yeah.
skeleton is just ridiculous. I don't know. That guy's made us some of the next stuff.
The game plan you have to fight off the ropes. Tank knocked out Rolly coming off the ropes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I mean that's what James told him though. James told him to stay away from the ropes though. So I guess that's why
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out why he just didn't try his best to
he said he got comfortable on the ropes.
yeah,
He's so
clearly.
comfortable he ended up, going night night. That's comfortable.
yeah, he got a comfortable sleep. That's what he got.
Yeah.
Comfortable 15-minute nap.
But did y'all talk on the Devin Haney situation, like him possibly
Yeah, we did a bit.
vacating,
We can go back.
him retiring, him doing all this other stuff, and Ryan Garcia is supposed to have the verdict read from the New York State Athletic Commission this week. What do y'all think about it? Should he vacate the WBC and move up to contend for his third division against Mario Barrios or what?
He needs to do
Um,
something.
He only
I
got
don't
one
think.
loss. What you mean?
Well, I mean, the boys, nobody even bidded on his fight. I mean, he's talking about retirement because he believe people don't believe in him no more. Like, he
I
needs to
mean,
do something. He has to do something different.
hey, him retiring is not it. That's what I'm saying. Like, are you retiring or you fight Mario Barrios? I mean, are you feeling some type of way the Matchroom decided to just pass on going to purse bid? I mean, yeah, it feels bad, it looks bad, but maybe they was telling you something like, hey, that fight
My
with
fight's
Santa
no good.
Martin, nobody want to see that.
Hmm.
I think
Who
that's what
wants to
they
see
said. I think that's what they were
who,
saying.
who wants to see two movers go at it? Like, come on now.
Yeah, who wants to see that, man? Nobody want to see two. No, no.
I think that's why, I'm pretty sure. I mean, putting myself in Devin's shoes, I can imagine that's a gut punch. I don't
Oh
know
yeah.
if he's just like throwing this retirement thing out there to see what kind of traction it gets, but I get it.
It's gonna get the same traction a tire gets when you're doing a burnout in the rain.
Mm-mm. Nothing at all.
None.
Nothing at all. you
I
have
mean,
to
but people
understand
are
this.
talking about it though.
No, you have
I
to
mean, I
understand that.
mean, it's the YTC,
There,
man. They're gonna speak on it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna
yeah,
speak on it, but
we're gonna speak on anything that moves in boxing, really, because
Do you guys want him to retire? Do you care?
I don't really
I
care if he does or
I, I
not.
don't care because I don't take it serious. I don't take him retiring. He's in his 20s still. Him
He's
retiring for
25.
2 years is a waste of time. They're killing him on X. They say you're gonna retire for 2 years just to come back and get beat up again. I mean, they killing him.
They didn't say that.
They
They didn't
killing
say
him,
that.
man.
Dang.
Yeah, they
Yo,
killing him.
I hope there's no freaking Devin Haney fans in the chat because I'm gonna roast the hell out of him. He does. It makes it seem like he's living vicariously through Ryan Garcia. Whatever you do,
Yeah,
I do. Like,
something,
come on,
something.
man. Like, stay active, So that way, when Ryan Garcia does come back, if it really is 2 years, I don't think it's gonna be 2 years. But if it really is 2 years, stay active, keep everything sharp. So when he comes
Why
back, he
why
fights, he
why
will
would it
get
be
beat up.
2 years though? And Jarrell Miller tested for two anabolics and he was only
I thought
suspended
it
for
was
six
three.
months.
I thought it was three.
I mean, let's say 2, 3. He still wasn't
Yeah.
suspended for 2 years.
Well, how long is he suspended? Like a year? A few months?
I could have sworn the article I read that he was only suspended for 6 months to a year or something like that.
Yeah.
I forgot, but it wasn't
And
no
then
2 years.
and then people are saying banned for life, this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, no one's ever got banned
Banned
for
for
life.
life on Ostarine. There's a lot
Come
of us
on,
don't
bro.
even know what Ostarine is still.
Yeah. And it was like a 6 billionth of a gram. Like that can affect your performance. And steroid users said Ostarine is the worst steroid to ever take when it comes to performance enhancing drugs.
Let me ask Chassie this. What you think, Chassie? What you think he should be suspended for 2 years?
Oh,
You there?
yeah. She's probably doing something.
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Now we
No,
hear you
we
now.
can hear him now. Yeah.
Yeah, when my phone goes to sleep, it like shuts down everything. I mean, I don't think they're going to ban him for that long. I mean, Ryan,
No, do
you.
you think he should be suspended for that long?
I mean, honestly, think about it. How long do these boxers train for a fight? They train what, like 8 weeks, three.
No, some of them, if they get the courtesy ahead of time to schedule the fight, they get 8 week training camp, but not all of them get that 8 week.
Well, somebody like Ryan though, like I mean, they'll probably give him a year, but it probably won't be 2 years until he gets back into the ring anyway.
No, I ask you, what is your person? What do you think? Do you think he should? What do you think his punishment should be?
I mean, honestly, I feel like maybe a year is fine. But I feel like the punishment should be you just get tested more. Like you that you're not able to do that again. Like you're just like on the official, you gotta be tested all the time from now on. I think that's more of a punishment. Like I think just prevent people from doing it again.
You can't say you got to be tested every time because those tests ain't free. That's
But
why
that's
you
the
don't have
price you
every
pay then.
boxer.
But that's the real punishment then. It's hitting your pockets.
You can't force a fighter to get tested like
I think you
twenty
should
four
if you
seven.
if I think you should if you did something if you did it illegally. I think that you should now have to always pay to get tested.
I mean, I can understand him that being enforced upon him, but I was just asking, what do you think about it? Because a lot of people don't know anything about Ostarine. So you have some of the people that don't really support Devin Haney, and they'll say, well, that didn't have nothing to do with the performance. He still beat him with the performance. And then you have the people that say, okay, yeah, he did test positive. He should be suspended. Okay, how long? But they really don't know. They can't compare it to other situations where boxers like Antonio Margarita, I always use him. They was putting plaster of Paris. They had plaster of Paris in his raps. He only got a year, I think. And he got caught red-handed for cheating.
I just feel like if they hit these boxers' pockets, people will be a lot more reluctant to even play with it. To put these PDs, whatever PD they want to take, they'll think twice if they know. All right, well, if I get caught, I'm gonna have a lifetime bill that I gotta pay every time I fight.
I mean, I feel you, but I don't think. See, a lot of people that follow boxing, you have levels of boxing fans. They really don't. They'll just look at a situation for what it is, a snapshot, and say, yeah, he tested positive for a banned substance. But yet they have none compared to when they want to speak on how long the punishment should be. Comparable to Margarito, that's altering your equipment. That's more severe, in my opinion, than someone testing positive for Ostarine. That's all.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Maybe that's something that they need to become more detailed about. They need to have like, it needs to be more clear about like, how much PEDs you're taking or whatever style. I mean, whatever it is. Like there needs to be guidelines around it. But I
But
think they
the
should
sport
just
is
be
not regulated, so it's going to continue to be the wild, wild west with people just testing, what they can get away with.
yeah.
Like Gabriel Maestre came in the ring. They had thumbed his padding back to the wrist. That's straight manipulation, of when you basically glove a fighter and you massage the padding back away from the knuckles. Panama Lewis was banned from the sport for removing padding, but with
Mm.
Maestre, they thumbed it back and massaged that padding away from his knuckles. So you're feeling, as the rounds go on, you're feeling knuckles. And they allow him to go change his gloves and come back in there with no freaking punishment, man. And he got caught right. Him and his trainer got caught cheating, man.
Yeah, I mean, in other sports, don't they have fines? They have fines for things that happen that are like illegal. You know what I mean? So I just think there should be fines for this stuff. People only care when you start hitting their pockets.
Yeah, I feel you. There's some incidents, that has fines to it, but if a fighter is telling you, "Hey, it was a mistake. We didn't know," or whatever the case, I mean,
Man, this is
man, you know how
boxing.
boxing is,
People
man.
can die in that ring. Like, it's no excuses to me. It's no excuse. Like, you didn't know. Make sure your team is on one accord. Like, if you got ops in your team that want to see your downfall, you need to like get them out of here.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, like that's something that you as the boxer, as the face of the team, you have to make sure your people are on point.
Here's the thing though. Before the fight, he was talking crazy about everyone and everything. So he was talking about the powers that be. So my crazy theory was someone tampered with it. Like, hey, who knows?
Well, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
No, I said he was talking crazy about everyone and everything. He was talking about the powers that be. He was talking it against the system and talking about kids getting molested and stuff. I was just like, oh,
What do y'all think does more damage, having a banned substance in your system, or having illegal something illegally, or manipulating your equipment that you're wearing on your hands, the
oh,
gloves?
equipment, man, equipment.
Yeah.
You know why? Because go ahead, Justin.
No, no. I was gonna see if you was gonna make the same point I was gonna make. Go ahead.
Um, you can beef yourself up and take whatever stories you want. If you don't land that punch, what is it really going to do? Equipment is like literally a cast. You're putting your hand in. It's a cast. If you're removing the padding, you're pretty much getting hit it with the hardest part of the glove, and it
Yeah, I'll be
almost feels
back,
like you
y'all.
don't. Mhm.
I'll be back.
Almost feels like you don't have any glove.
Yeah. I mean, I agree too because the thing about drugs or illegal substances, banned substances, that it affects people differently. So
Hmm.
what may work for one man may not work for the other man. So
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but altering something, that's definitely more of an assured outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Look at Miguel Cotto. That altered his career.
yeah. I don't know. That's crazy though. I mean, but I do think though I still don't think it's right though that Ryan is getting like it does seem like he's getting a lot of support though for like using. I mean, I know you say it's only a small amount, but I'm hearing different things. I'm hearing it was 3 times the amount. I'm hearing it was 1/6 of the amount. I mean, I don't even know like what's true.
Yeah, it was 6 times the amount. Devin said it was 60 times the amount. Um, I'm not sure what to believe. There's so many different things coming out. A lot of people hate Devin. I'm not sure why. I guess it's because of his pops. His pops talks like he has tank level power and he's not going to everybody out. Bill Haney is annoying, but you need people like Bill Haney in the sport.
Exactly. I think Bill Haney is entertaining. Like I don't really get why people hate him so much. To me, he walks how he talks. Like he's a showman. Like he's a showman to me. To me, I just find him entertaining. I don't really take nothing he says seriously. He's just like a character to me. Like, and it's good for boxing. I actually think boxing's gonna lose something if Bill Haney disappears. It's not. He adds something to it. I mean, he's a character in this. So I don't know. People, I don't know why people hate Bill Haney so much, but I mean, I don't know. And I don't know what I mean. Devin, I don't know. I don't know though. I'm thinking Devin might have been. Devin might. I don't know. Maybe it's just. I heard somebody say like Devin. This might be just payback for Devin. Like not fighting Shakur, and acting like he's so big. Because I remember when Shakur got up in the ring after he fought. Who did he fight? And Shakur jumped in the ring. Um, was it Probate? Was it?
It was Roma.
Oh, okay, and yeah, and Devin just kind of played him, just was like, "I'm the champ," and walked away.
I'm number one, and
Yeah,
Shakur's like, for now, bro, for now.
but yeah, it was just
Shakur looks like
like,
Shakur still looks like a teenager with his dimples when he smiles, bro. Like you can't take him seriously. Like I don't even know if I don't know if he has a dog. If we're gonna talk about dog, I don't know if he has a dog. He's running like shit in his last fight. It's not the first time he's done it. I don't know if Shakur has a dog at
I
all.
definitely think Shakur got the dog in him. I just think that Shakur looked like an R&B singer though.
He dressed like one too. Him, Tank, and then Devin both. All the three of them dressed like they're R&B singers.
Shakur, but Shakur literally looked like if he was a singer, he could give like Usher and Chris Brown a run for their money. Like he
Yeah,
looked,
one of the soft light skins. Yep. He definitely looks like that.
he gives me that Usher Chris Brown vibe. But I do think that Shakur has the dog in him. I just think that Shakur got that. To me, he got that psycho smile. Like he got them dimples and stuff. But he'd be like, yeah, like
He's crazy. All these boxers are crazy.
he got that like. Wait, go ahead.
But no. Well, I was just gonna say that all these boxers are really out of their mind because if you think about their career choice, getting punched in the face for a living, you
Word.
don't know which punch could alter your life forever. So they're all crazy.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. The other day, I started doing research on the psychology of a boxer because I think you're right. I think you have like something has to be a little
Off.
yeah to like want to get punched in your face for a living. Like you gotta really. That's why I said it's that beast. It's a dog. Some people don't have it. Some people
Mm-hmm.
don't have that. Like that's something you have to kind of be born with.
Mm-hmm. Or it could be molded from like a very young age, though. It has to be a young age you can go into it because you're a product of your environment. If you're gonna be in the boxing environment from like 1, 2 years old, you're gonna be molded into a monster, in my opinion. But that's just me. I can't hear you, Chelsea. If you're talking.
Wasn't Devin boxing since he was a kid?
He has, and it didn't change shit about his mentality. So it really depends.
Yeah, it depends. But I don't know. I heard Devin was brought up. I mean, I don't think it matters though, but I think when I heard Bill Haney call Devin his baby and he's a grown man, I said, "Oh no." That just confirmed everything. I was just
He
like,
was born
"Nah."
in a gated community too. Like look at where Tank grew up.
But
Your environment.
what man calls
Well,
their 20-something-year-old son his baby? Like that's something
let's
moms say. Moms say
Yeah,
stuff like
mom say
that.
that stuff.
Like
I have no clue. Did you see his
I,
mom pass out when he got knocked down in the seventh round? Did you see that video?
I didn't see
That
it, but
was
I heard about it.
horrible. That was horrible, man. I was so mad they recorded that.
I was like, he was like, "That's
She
my."
took out two people in the row. That's what's crazy. She dropped and took
You
out
say
two
she took
people.
out.
No, the way she dropped, it was a trust fall, and they took out two other people in the row, in the same row as her.
Yo, his mom dropped two people.
Simultaneously with Devin, like she passed out. Like, bro, why? Ryan is the first boxer I ever seen knock down the mother and the son in the same sense, in the same within 5 seconds. As
That's
soon as
too
he dropped, she
much.
dropped.
But you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because people were saying, "Oh, where's Devin's mother? Where's Devin's mother?" And then all of a sudden, she pops out at this game. I mean, at this fight. Oh, it's
That
just
was the
like
worst thing she could have done.
we But the thing about it, it shows you how Ryan got in Devin's head. Like, why I would
Oh
have been
no,
like, "Don't worry about where my mother at. You worry about you fighting me. Why you worried about my mother?"
shit for that. She never should have came to the fight because
No, I didn't see
that
that
will
though.
forever. Oh man, I'm sure Devin has it out. Oh man, I think Ryan said that. Yo, you keep messing around, I'll knock you and your mother down again. I'm like, bro, you can't say stuff like that. He said something to that effect.
Ryan be saying what you think about
He
Ryan and Caleb Plant?
he's foul. I hope Caleb Plant kicks him in his face or something. I don't know
Yeah, I
because
want.
Caleb Plant used to be a kickboxer, so I hope he kicks him in his face.
Yeah, I would like to see that fight. I would like to see that fight. But if Ryan gets suspended, we're not gonna see that fight.
Yeah,
You
because
know, I
Ryan's
don't know.
crazy enough.
Caleb, Caleb might fight him on the street though. Caleb seemed like he that type of guy.
He doesn't deserve a check from Caleb. Caleb should fight Charlo and Ryan in the street. Those guys don't deserve checks from him.
You see Charlo wake up from the dead and was at the match. I was like, whoa, he was at the Franken Tank match.
Jermel, yeah. You
Yeah, I
know
was like,
why he's been
wow,
out of sight, out of mind? Domestic violence with his wife.
that's wild.
That's why he's undercover right now.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Like
These
I don't know what
PBC
the.
fighters, man, all of them are just weird. All the PBC fighters are just something done. Errol was a drunk not too long ago. Jamel and Jamal always be drinking and they're hitting their girls and stuff. Jamel, at least. Even Bival is the domestic abuser too, apparently.
Yeah, that's not cool though. I mean, like they know their hands are weapons. Why you hitting women?
Literally, why would you hit your spouse that gave you children? I never understand that, bro. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't get that neither. I mean, I don't know why any man hits women, but I mean, especially if you're a boxer.
Especially if you're a boxer.
Yeah, I don't know. That's wild. But I guess I mean, so is he done or what? Is Charlo done?
I don't know. He might as well be. We don't care about him.
I mean,
So
I
with the
don't. The
future,
only thing
with
I wouldn't mind seeing Bud though. I would not mind seeing Bud.
amen, amen to that. I want to see
Yeah,
him beat that woman, beat his ass,
yeah, I
like
would love to
Robert
see
Garcia,
Bud.
like Robert Guerrero said. That woman beater. We're gonna get that woman beater. Yeah. That was funny.
That would be an interesting fight. I mean,
Most definitely.
I think Bud would definitely get it done real fast.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I mean, who knows? That could be next. It could be Madrimov, possibly Spence, maybe Charlo
Mhm.
if he get his life together by then. Somebody said too late. Canelo ruined that. I mean, he could still fight Bud though. I think that'll still be a decent fight. I think people will still pay to see that. I mean, I want Canelo to fight Bud, but I don't know if he's gonna do it.
I don't know if he can. I think Crawford can definitely beat Canelo. I don't think he can knock him out. That's the only thing I'm not so sure about. I don't believe he can do that. Only because Triple G tried, Sergey Kovalev tried, Evolve tried. These are big punchers. I
Yeah,
don't
I
think,
mean, I don't know. I mean, you may be right. Maybe he won't knock him out, but
but he
Bud
can
is
definitely beat him.
also but Bud is so crafty though. Like that's the thing.
Hmm.
Like it's like you think Bud has this weird way about like when you watch his fights, you know he's good, but you're like, I don't know what's gonna happen. But he always ends up getting the job done. Like that
Hmm.
Sean Porter fight. I'm not gonna lie, watching that fight, I was like, yo, what is going on?
Hmm.
But he got the job done.
Do you think he was losing going into the 10th round?
No, I think he was about to unleash the beast, and I think that Porter's dad knew it, and he didn't want his son to go out like that
No, I
because
mean going into the 10th round. Do you think he
that's the
was
round.
winning or losing?
Well, I think he was winning because the previous round he did really good. Like up to
Mm-hmm.
then, I mean, up to then it was back and forth though. It was back and forth, you know. But Sean was fighting really emotional.
Mm.
You see, Bud kept saying, calm down. Like, you're doing too much, you know? And then it caught up with him.
Uh-huh.
So I just think I just think Bud, you know, he has a way of adjusting to his opponent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
No, that makes sense.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's just what I see about him. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Bud does have a high IQ. You know, that's what makes him special, is the fact that he can adjust himself.
Was WCS talking this whole time?
No, he said he'll be right back.
Oh, oh, you're looking at the comments, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments.
Oh, I was about to say. I was just like, how are you talking to him? I didn't hear. Yeah, yes, yes. If not the highest, top three highest IQs in the sport of boxing.
Well, who do you
Because
think has
Shakur,
the highest? You think Shakur has a higher IQ than Bud?
it's between Shakur and Bud now. Shakur and Bud, those two are just absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, let's talk about Shakur's last fight then. You think that Bud would have? I've never seen
Oh,
Bud run around the ring like that.
but did you see Shakur's hand?
Oh, okay. Something was wrong with his hand.
His hand was broken. It was as
No,
big
you're
as a
right.
moose.
Do you watch any UK fighters?
As in, yeah, I watch AJ. I watch Callum Smith. Anthony Yard is in my top five favorite fighters
Do you
today.
watch like maybe the ones that's like I watch? Do you know who Vidal Riley is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so
He more
I like Vidal
he's
Riley. I like
you
his
do.
style. Yeah, I do. I like his style. I think he's an up and coming. I think he's going to be world champion one day. But his last fight, he fought Lowell, and he got cracked in his
Uh,
rib. His rib got cracked or bruised or something in the first round, and he was like, because I was like, why is Vidal running around the ring like that? That's not what he usually does. But then come to find out, Lowell actually hit him in it he got a little injury on his rib, so he was ducking it. So I don't know. I mean, maybe that's you saying that's what happened with Shakur too, right?
no,
You
he
saying
he came
Shakur was
into the with the
injured?
injury.
Oh, he came
Yeah,
in
he
with the
came into
injury. Okay, he
yeah.
came
So he
in
was
with the
running for
injury.
dear life because De Los Santos is a puncher, and he had
But
to
is that
run.
not
And
that's smart though, right?
yeah, but it's just not fun for the fans. That's the only thing. It's do whatever it takes to win, right? But the problem is, Tank had the same issue after the sixth round, and he still made it entertaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Tank
because
had
I'm
the
not.
same issue with Esau Cruz.
I mean, yeah, but Tank, like you said, Tank's got a good skeleton,
Hmm.
and you know, we don't know how the injuries, you can't, even the doctors don't know. They say from 1 to 10, what's your pain level? Pain is different for different people.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So, because when I saw Vidal running around the ring, I watch all Vidal's fights. So I'm like, nah, what is going on here?
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. People got to be careful judging people off that, because I think it's smart to not get hit, especially if you're injured. And I actually think that shows great skill, that you can dodge, you know, bangs coming at you and you're injured. Like it didn't distract you enough to get caught. I think that's
Hmm.
impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know. You the boxer though? I mean, you don't think so?
No, it is impressive because when I have scabs on my hand, it affects how I punch.
Yeah, and imagine you got a rib that's like, got a hair crack in it, or your wrist is messed up. Like, I mean, that's enough to me to call off a fight. Like.
Yeah, like I said, the mentality for these boxers, they're all insane. They've lost their mind.
Yo, these
You
men are
know,
warriors, man. They really are. These men, like, woof.
modern day gladiators, just no weapons.
Word, they really are. But that's why I think that the sport needs more respect. Like seriously, I think the sport needs more respect. I don't
I
think
don't
that
think it's a
like.
sport. I don't think it's a sport because you could die. That's not sport.
I mean, you could die playing football too.
Yeah, but likely, what is, in your opinion, what's the most likely cause of death in terms of all the sports in the world right now?
I mean,
The
I
highest
don't.
probability of casualties in all the sports combined.
I mean, I've never looked up those statistics, but I know that a lot of people suffer from concussions and all kinds of brain injuries in football. So
Yeah,
even if you don't die,
their
you
span of
can.
their span of life is not as long. We know that for a fact. It's like
Yeah,
50 to 65 is the span of life for football players.
that's
But in
crazy.
terms of death, there's multiple deaths a year in boxing. Multiple. So
And
that's why
that's
I
why
don't
I
really.
think the sport needs more respect, though. Like,
Hmm.
people taking this PED thing with Ryan so lightly. Like, what if Devin would have died?
That's
What if
true.
what if what if Devin would have got hit and like that would have been the end of his career? It would be a whole different
He
conversation
he
right now.
he took a beating. Then we have to talk about banning for life. Then we'd have to have that whole conversation.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, that's true. Because you can't really go to jail. You can't go to. Well, I don't know. Can you go to jail if you use
I,
PEDs and somebody dies? That
I would.
actually
I
sounds like
don't
a
know if that. I
charge.
don't
That
know if
sounds like
that's
a charge.
that's attempted murder in my opinion
Yeah, that's a charge right there. That is attempted murder.
because you're cheating, right?
You That's a performance enhancement drug that you use that could have killed somebody. That's jail time, right?
That should be jail time.
Hold on, who's Mr. Maz?
Hey,
What's up? He's back.
what's up, man? Miss Lady, fellas, how y'all doing, man?
Hmm.
Hold on, who's that?
I'm Mr. Moss, man. I want to come talk boxing. It's good. It's cool.
Yeah, what's going on? You a Boots fan?
Yep. Yeah, he's a boot
Absolutely
fan.
not, bro. Absolutely
What do
not.
you mean? Whoa, why is it
Hold on, are
absolutely
you a
not?
Boots fan or no?
No, Boots ain't fought nobody, man. No.
All right,
Why is
welcome
it?
to the
Why is it?
show,
Why is
buddy.
it?
Yeah,
Hold on, hold
that's
on,
your
hold on, hold on. I have a question. I have a
that's
question.
your rite of passage. That's your rite of passage right there.
I have a question. I have a question. Why is it absolutely not? Why is it absolutely not?
Because it's a fact. Because who'd he fight? That makes you feel like he's on that level. I mean, I mean, come on, bro. Like, what
But you're acting like
you
people
talking about?
aren't actively ducking.
That wasn't
Nobody's
a
ducking
question.
that
That
man.
wasn't bro. That wasn't a question. The question was, am I a Boots fan? And I said he hasn't fought nobody. And so, if he ducked or not ducked, the point still remains. He hasn't fought nobody. Like, we can't
But
dismiss that part
it's
of it.
not completely his fault. He hasn't fought nobody.
I'm
I
not
feel like he
arguing
wants to
that
fight.
Man,
point,
Boots
bro.
ain't
I'm not arguing
shit.
that point. I'm arguing that he hasn't fought nobody. That's all I'm saying. And you can't
Boots
argue
ain't
that.
shit.
He
Y'all
ain't fought
about
Shut
to
nobody,
up,
bro.
King.
y'all about to
Shut up,
have
King.
boxing nerd going
Come
crazy.
on, man.
I'm not gonna
Man,
go
shut
crazy
up,
on these
boxing
Come
nerd,
on,
bro.
bro.
You
Boxing
don't know
nerd.
shit, bro.
Let the
You
people
feel?
have their opinion, bro.
If they were talking
Right.
crazy about Crawford, you kicked him off the show, correct?
Listen, I think Boots is a good fighter, but to me, on that level, I I wouldn't be confident in him beating Terence Crawford. I wouldn't be confident in him beating an Errol Spence. I wouldn't be
Oh
because
wow.
it's levels to it. To me,
Hey, could the host give the new people on the panel a proper introduction and then we could get into all that? Because you
The
kind of
host is
like
barely
losing it.
here.
Well, regardless, he's here now. See, nerd, that's what you do, man.
King, King.
Yes, sir.
Everybody knows who's on here. Salute, though.
Okay.
Well,
You
are you
talking
gonna
about
ask
Prince?
Prince? Are you gonna ask them the other question, the new people? Or are you gonna ask them the other rite of passage question?
We know them
King,
already. That's
King
why.
is King been around.
Which one is two kings? There's King boxing, then there's King Asia math.
Well, both of them been around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been around for a
what's the
minute, man.
second question?
You know,
What's the
The
second question?
second question is, how do you feel about Bud? That's the second question.
I think Bud is the sharpest, highest IQ, most technical boxer in the sport of boxing. I think Shakur Stevenson's right there. I mean,
Okay.
you've seen it.
Welcome to the
Versatile,
champion, man.
versatile.
This is a Bud
He can
Pro
fight going
fan,
forward. He
bro.
can fight going backwards. He can counter. He can fight inside. He's strong. I mean, what's
But
to argue here, bro? I mean, you saw the Spence fight. That was easy
This
fucking work.
guy knows boxing.
That was easy fucking work. What's the next question, boxing nerd? I mean, come
Is,
on, bro.
is that the only metric
I never asked you no question. That
in
was Chastity. What are you
yeah.
asking me? Chastity asked you that question about
Yeah,
next
I
question.
mean, he knows
Yeah,
it was
I
me, but
mean,
he coming for you though.
well,
He
he
knows it was
checking the
me.
right person. He
Checking the
definitely
right
checking
person.
the
I don't
right
know why
person.
you checking.
listen, man.
You're
I
acting
mean,
like I hate Bud. Like, chill
can
out.
you dispute anything I said though? I mean, about the technical aspect, high IQ. He can lead. He can
No,
counter.
I never
Strong
disputed
inside.
anything.
Sharp mind.
Okay.
Versatile. A
You're saying
complete
everything we
fighter.
already know.
He's a complete
Okay,
fighter.
great,
Yeah, he's a
cool.
complete fighter.
Hey, boxing nerd, can you come to the U.S.
What? Why?
Oh, he's over
so I can knock
across
you
the
out?
pond. He's
You ain't
across the
gonna do
pond.
shit. Shut up. Yes, I'm in Canada.
I have a
Oh, Canada?
question.
Oh,
I
okay, okay.
I have a question. Is King boxing? Are you a boxer too?
No, I ain't no boxer, but I'm a boxing
So then
fan.
you're
Like,
gonna get your ass beat.
but
So don't stop calling me out.
I got hands though. I fight a lot in the streets. I
What's your
can
weight?
definitely,
What's
I
your
can
weight?
definitely throw them. But
What's your
Okay.
weight? And
Boxing nerd is a fat
I'm
boy.
about 220.
oh,
I'm gonna
220.
beat the shotty.
220.
Bro, come see me, bro.
Avoid some.
I'm gonna beat the
What
shotty.
what stance you fight in?
Uh, I fight southpaw. I like southpaw. I can't lie.
Oh, so King
You're
Asia,
gonna get
you're a
whooped.
boxer?
You're gonna get whooped.
Formerly, I've been in the ring with some pros. I've been in the ring with some world champions.
Oh
Who?
yeah.
King
Yeah, go
Asia?
ahead, start dropping the names, and I drop the receipts.
Oh, that's cool, man. What's your pull
Oh,
count?
okay.
King Lizard Mathers.
That's
I
cool.
know King Lizard Mathers. King? Nah, man, that guy's cool.
Bro, don't say my name unless you want smoke, bro.
Damn.
I ain't
Crazy.
coming
Yeah,
to
King.
Ohio.
Yeah, put him in his place.
Shut up, you
Man,
little
for
man. You
real,
you are
bro.
140 pounds. Shut up. Stop talking. You're not even a full man. You're like 140 pounds. I lift you with one hand. Stop. Don't talk.
How
That's the
tall are
way.
you, boxing nerd?
I'm 5'11", 6 foot.
Man, cut it.
Boxing nerd soft.
Soft as
Come
cotton,
see me,
bro.
Ezra. You
What
both
y'all
can
Hey,
talking?
come see
can
me.
I say salute to World Combat? I didn't properly address him when I came in.
He's not here right now.
He's on hold.
Oh, okay. All right, but salute to everyone on the panel. Salute Boxing Nerd. Boxing Nerd, you kind
Hey,
of like,
King Asia.
yes,
Is
sir.
you a boxer?
No, like I said earlier, that was a while ago. This was back in the 80s and early 90s.
King
Okay.
Asia, we wasn't born.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. I'm a
Okay, that's cool.
91 baby.
Right. Okay, I was
I'm
pretty much
messing with
done
you. I'm
with it by
messing with you,
then.
King.
Hey, but one of the guys that I was fortunate enough to share the ring with, he won his title right around that time. The 135 division, IBF.
What's
No,
your
he said,
record, man? What's
drop
your
the
record,
name.
man? What's your record? How many losses you got, bro?
Oh no, I'm hearing a lot of noise.
Yeah, somebody has background noise. Somebody driving.
Yeah, somebody's driving. But
It's
King
boxing
Asia
nerd
man,
lame out.
what's your record, man?
No,
I
the
No,
mean,
AC's running. That's why.
okay, I'm trying to answer the question. I don't have a pro record. I just have an
oh,
amateur record.
okay. I got you,
I
bro.
said I've been in the ring with former champions.
Where do you fight out of, man? Like where? DC? What? Ohio?
Yeah,
Cincinnati? What?
we went out around based in Illinois and St. Louis. But yeah, we went to Virginia. We went to, of course, Illinois for the
Who's your coach?
DMV. Coach Red,
Okay.
uh, Coach Westmoreland. He was actually a former heavyweight champ, not champion, but a heavyweight contender.
But you're from
Coach,
St. Louis, though. But you're from St. Louis.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. No. I'm asking because you don't get a lot of boxers from St. Louis, but that's
Yes,
cool, man.
you do. Let me start running down the list. Leon Spinks,
Not like
Corey Spinks,
DC
Mike.
and Michigan. I mean, compared to Michigan, Ohio, I mean that area. I'm just saying St. Louis ain't known for producing elite boxers. That's all I'm saying,
I know,
bro.
no, a lot of our
That's cool.
facilities and a lot of our rec centers start closing down. The lack of funding.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
hmm
But
That's
no,
cool, bro.
we were kind of like the Midwest was really rocking during my era. It was almost like it was just as popular as playing baseball, football, or any
Yeah.
other sport.
Your boy Jason Tatum, St. Louis, man. Salute to that guy.
Oh yeah, basketball. Well, he's not St. Louis. He's in
Oh,
the
he's not.
county. No, he's close enough to where we can say okay.
Okay. So, are you still teaching boxing?
No, I didn't teach. I just sparred with some of the good guys, some of the greats.
Okay. I'm asking for a reason because those who've been around the sport, who've been in the ring with some elite guys or pro boxers. I mean, what do you prefer? I mean, I prefer a fighter who is always defensive minded, who can punch, who can still throw. But I think defense is lacking in a lot of these boxers. To that, you say what?
Well, first it's a new era, and I don't want to convolute it, but just so you could get the basis of this the answer I'm about to give you. Just like in basketball, it's in transition to where the 3 point, it was cool, but mainly it was about dunking on people. Now is can you jack it from 80, 90 feet? Can you jack it from half court? So correlating that to boxing, because boxing now people want ready to get paid. They just want to go for the excitement. It's almost totally offense. It's not totally offense, but I'm just saying that's what's going to put the asses in the seats because it's a business first. So of course people want to go in there, get the other guy up out of there. They don't want to be the technicians. Of course, yes, defense does matter. You know, the main rule is what? Protect
and
yourself
not get
at
hit.
all times. Yeah, protect yourself at all times. If that means not getting hit, okay, cool. But yeah, you're right. That's from my era, 70s, 80s, you know. But it's the transition now. Look at Tank. Okay, Martin, he was getting a lot of good offense on him and all that, and Tank wasn't using a lot of defense. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you get your offense off and then see if you can handle my offense. And that's how it, it went down. So in today's era, that's kind of like, what the recipe for success is, getting in there, looking good,
Also,
looking
too, man.
flat.
I mean, you mentioned Frank and Tank Davis, and I agree. I thought Frank did some good work inside there at times. I thought when Tank came forward in the high guard, Frank should chop the body down more. But the reason why we mentioned Crawford and Shakur's IQ is because let's say you got Shakur in that same position on the ropes in danger. What is he going to do? He's not going to sit there and look stupid. He's probably going to hold and grab and make the ref reset them. I mean, Antonio Tarver had the greatest point ever after the fight. Like, these guys are just lacking high IQ. In that moment when Frank was up against the ropes, in danger, just hold, grab, you know what I'm saying, fall in like with a punch or something, and make the ref walk you back to center ring and make Tank start over again. Listen, to beat Tank Davis, it's going to be a boring, ugly fight, right? And I thought Frank had the recipe for a couple rounds, but the IQ wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know, man. I think Shakur could do.
No, but Mr. Monster, what's so strange is to the buildup of the fight, they were saying, hey, that was the main IQ they were pointing. We can't get too complacent on the ropes. We can't get too complacent on the ropes. I said one more time. We can't get too complacent on the ropes. And then what happened? He got complacent on the ropes and got KO.
Yeah, that
But
was weird.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? But Pitbull Cruz, I think he kind of like gave a formula of it, like you say, hey, we're gonna get in here, we're gonna murky up the water, get into the later rounds, and then try to put it in the hands of the judges. Because Tank got it. He's one of the, he's a throwback with that iron jaw. He could take a punch. It's been, yeah. I mean, no one's came in there yet that gave me, hey, they can really really rattle that dude. He probably got stung a little bit here and there, but that dude could take a shot. He got
You
he
talking
got
about
a.
Pitbull Cruz?
You say what?
You're talking about Pitbull Cruz?
No, I'm saying Tank. Can I say Pitbull Cruz came and gave us a little snapshot, like a small blueprint, a recipe to at least how to
Oh
survive.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, Pitt came at the higher guard, walked forward, and just says it
Right.
is what it is. But if Pitbull Cruz just had a little bit better boxing skills and let his
Mm-hmm.
shit off and let us some more effective punching,
Mm-hmm.
he could have won that fight. But
Right.
in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? And
No, no,
so
you're right. You're right.
you got to bully the bully, right? And
Correct.
so, yeah, I mean, I've never seen Tank go backwards like that in a fight. And so when I think about Shakur Stevenson, I think Shakur will stand his ground at times. He will box, he will move, he will hold, keyword here, he will hold and grab and make them get reset in dangerous moments. And he's going to make it an ugly, boring, you know what I'm saying, a fight from distance. And so that's the kind of fighter that's going to beat Tank, in my opinion. A high
Yeah,
IQ fighter, in my
I
opinion.
agree. I agree. I was gonna ask y'all who y'all thought was gonna win, Shakur or Tank.
Well, if Shakur could swim without getting wet, yeah. But I'm not that confident in him.
Tank.
Mr. Mox, Miss, you say
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Go ahead, King Asia or Matthew.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Uh, I'm just not that confident in him. Yes, he's slick. He got good IQ. He have a lot of tools in the box. But
Uh-huh.
just like you can't teach chin, can you teach body shots, taking body shots, absorbing body shots? And when Tank start putting water in the tank,
Uh-huh.
in Shakur's tank, we don't know what his mobility gonna look like. We just don't know. We could speculate. You know what I'm saying?
So I think
But,
people are misunderstanding of two things here. Number one is, Shakur Stevenson trains with Terence Crawford, and he's very
Yeah,
close with Andre Ward. And so I just can't imagine, Shakur sparring Terence, who we all agree is probably the sharpest high IQ boxer in the sport right now. He's the guy, right? And so that's who Shakur's around day in and day out. And then you throw in an Andre Ward, right? That's number one. Number two is this. What is Tank going to do when he cannot land the big hand, the big left, and he's down
Yeah,
45 pounds, right? I
exactly.
mean, which boxer do you guys think can make the adjustment and go to plan B, C, D, and E if needed? I think Shakur's that guy in that fight.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. And another point is that even Bud said that Shakur beats all of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? He beats Devin, he beats Tank, he beats all of them. So I don't think Bud would just say that for no reason. He obviously has seen something to make him think that.
But can Shakur take Tank's power though? I mean, I don't.
That's what I'm saying. They jumped around that.
You
That's what
guys,
we were
why
talking
are
about
we?
putting water.
Can he take his power? Can
You
he?
No,
guys,
from
you
the
guys.
body working itself up.
Oh my
Tank
God!
not.
I mean,
I'm sorry, Prince. Tank not just going to go in there head hunting. Tank can box as well. He has a. He probably doesn't has. He probably have a subpar IQ when in comparison to a Crawford or to, but he's not dumb.
he
He
can
probably
box a little bit. Yeah, I agree with that, man. But you guys,
okay.
why is the word power always used when these two guys fight? When we know boxing and power just doesn't win fights. We act like guys on that level, Shakur and Terence, don't know how to take the thrust off the punch. Like we act like Shakur can't roll, slip, or just roll with the punch. And yeah, Tank may land something, but we heard Floyd say that, versus Cotto, right? I can walk to a guy, a la he walked towards Canelo. He showed up and he walked towards Canelo after the fourth round. His dad says walk to him, and he was taking thrust off the punch. And so again, I mean, there's a saying, right? Skills pays the bills. And how
Yeah.
many times have we seen a power puncher just get outboxed? So when you say, can he take Tank's power? Again, if the power is not enough, what's Tank's plan B and C? That's all I'm asking here.
Man, only one person went 12 round was Tank, and that was Pitbull. Only one person. Like I think Tank is a good hunter. He gonna hunt Shakur down. He gonna he might take a couple shots to get Shakur, but I feel like once he get him, Shakur ain't gonna have nothing for him. Like I mean,
Yeah, my
I'm
bad for interrupting you, Prince. But we're saying the same thing. But go ahead.
I mean,
yeah.
even Mayweather, I don't know if Mayweather just said this because he's upset with Tank right now, but even Mayweather now is saying that Shakur is the most skilled fighter at 140 or 135.
135.
I mean,
Yeah.
135, yeah. So I don't know. I don't
I
know.
like Shakur, man. It's just he haven't shown anything like but running. And running ain't no skill. Like
Well,
running ain't no
well,
skill.
it is. It shows ring generalship, but I mean, I think it probably come down to like they say, hard work speaks talent when talent doesn't work hard. Is Shakur ready to go to that next level? As
Yeah.
good as he is, I feel like it's another gear he need to be the likes of a Tank Davis. That's just my humble opinion.
Well,
I agree with
I
you.
honestly think
I
that Shakur
agree.
is not going to be able to run too much with Tank. I don't think. I mean, Frank tried it and it didn't work. Like Frank was slipping around and footing around, and Tank was still hunting him down. And I mean, eventually Shakur's gonna have to stand tall with Tank.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Agree. Agree.
Yeah, yeah. Eventually, a
Agree.
fight's going to
But
break out,
when
and
he do stand tall, I don't think he gonna have anything for Tank. Like to be honest, like
but
I
that's what
like
we need to
Shakur.
see. That's what I want to see. I want to see if he can do it. Like, I don't know. I feel like he might be able to break. I do think Shakur might be able to break Tank down with his skill level. I think he might be able to land some things that other people aren't able to land.
Hey, that's gonna be a good chess match. That's all
What
I
if
chastity,
I use a
a
different word
good
instead?
chess.
chastity.
They
Let
Yes.
me
frustrate,
let me address chastity.
frustrate Tank.
I'm gonna give you 3 Tank fights: Leo Santa Cruz,
Uh-huh.
Frank Martin, Mario Barrios. Didn't they Tank up? Didn't they get some good? What shots did they get off that you
But
think?
they're
They're
not
not
Shakur
Shakur
though.
Stevenson.
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
Exactly. They're
no,
not
not.
Shakur.
But the question was, what variety of punches and skills did they present to Tank that Shakur,
What?
can supersede that.
Shakur can stand in the pocket and counter and see the shit coming and sit down and at times really sit down and throw. Like Shakur is so defensive. Shakur is so defensive minded. Those guys weren't defensively educated the way Shakur was. And when you're defensive minded the way he is, you'll be in position to throw some sharp counters, see shit coming, counter. I mean, it's a shot you don't see coming. I feel like Tank saw all those guys' punches coming, braced for it, and it is what it is. But I mean, come on, bro. Like, why are we comparing those guys to Shakur for it? Like, that's crazy.
Because we saw what they portrayed in the matches. I'm not saying they are, but in the collective, them guys do everything and the kitchen sink at Tank. And who
Let me
came
tell
up
you.
with
Well, let me say something real quick. Even this last fight with Frank, if Frank was more skilled, I think he could have won. I'm dead serious. Frank did not have the skill that Shakur has. Frank was good with his movement, but he doesn't have the what's the word I'm looking for, guys? It starts with a C. He haven't had the
Yeah,
conditioning. No, the
it seemed like he got
conditioning.
tired. It did.
Yes,
Yeah.
if he had the
It do.
conditioning, first of all,
It seemed like he got tired.
Shakur does the same rounds that Bud does. He does 15 4-minute rounds, 30-second breaks. I think that Shakur has the stamina to move around Tank and last at
But he's not
least.
going to move that
Dude,
much.
no, I
Frank
think he
won't
got
move
the
too much.
stamina, but do he
Frank
got
moved
the
too much.
chin? Can he withstand the power? Can he
But
withstand
y'all have to
like
remember, Frank was doing well because he was getting out the way. He was pop, 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 move out the way. But he was hitting Tank. He was hitting him. I mean, y'all have to go back and watch that fight again. Frank wasn't
yeah,
doing that bad. He
Well, he
really
was hitting him
wasn't.
going
yeah,
back.
he
hey, for
won. He won the first
Shakur
5 rounds on
to
Marco.
win, he gonna have to land on Tank. He gonna have to actually
But that's
land on
still
Tank.
points, though. But that's still points. And I
Like
think that Shakur can get points up on Tank. I do.
But to King's credit, what he was just saying, once Tank started putting water in the tank, in the basement, how long that's going to deplete the stamina? It is. Them legs are going to get tired. By 4 rounds of those body blows, what is Shakur plan B going to be?
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
we're making assumptions, of course, but
Okay. Yes, yes.
we're making assumption because we really don't know if everybody said Spence was such a body snatcher, and his hits didn't do nothing to Bud. Okay, he caught Bud a couple times in that last round, in that last fight. It did nothing, nothing. Bud
Jesse,
stood there.
the jury is out on that. Everybody, including myself, that was really had high regards for Spence in that fight, threw out the window of his lifestyle. We threw out the window that could catch up with him in the ring, and it did catch up with him. No excuse. I mean, Bud is that dude. Don't get me wrong, but just take all that drinking and all that craziness that happened with Spence, prior to that. I think
He
it'd
was
be a
still
different.
beating everybody though. Spence was
Yeah,
They
still
wasn't on the
beating
level of
everybody.
Bud.
exactly. He still
They
was.
wasn't on the level of Bud though. They wasn't on the level. Like I say, a C-rated Spence fighter, beats all them cats except
He
for Bud.
knocked out Ugas.
Yeah,
Ugas.
Ugas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ugas. He knocked him
Ugas,
out.
Ugas is not no comparison to Bud. Come on, man.
I mean, but the point I'm trying to make is that one punch to one man don't mean it's going to affect the other man the same way. Like it just we don't know. Look at what Spence did to all his opponents before Bud, and
Man,
he gets
Spence is
in there
still
with
pound for
Bud.
pound.
Man, Spence ain't no goddamn pound for
Pound for
pound, man.
pound.
He's
Who
still on the
said
pound
that?
for
Who
pound
who
list.
said
Ain't
that?
no
He's
goddamn
still
pound for pound.
he's still pound for pound.
No, he
He's
ain't.
not pound for pound
No, he
top,
ain't.
but he's like
You don't get beat the
8,
way he got beat,
7.
bro. And be fucking pound for pound, man. Stop it, man.
Man, we
Bro,
have to see
okay.
about that. We have
The
to
hell
see.
is going on right
We
now?
we
What the
can't.
Bro,
hell?
Spence is still pound for pound.
We have to
No,
see about
how?
that.
Make it make sense, bro. Make it
We
make
have.
sense.
He still beat everybody. He still beat
You
everybody
don't
but
get beat
Bud.
like that, bro, and fucking beat pound for pound, man. Like, stop this nonsense, man.
Bro,
This
he
is
gonna
crazy.
fucking annihilate Fandora.
He
We gotta
Fandora
better.
don't
see it,
have a
bro. We
chance.
gotta see it, bro.
He
Well, let's
better.
Okay.
just agree that the jury is still out.
We
Okay,
gotta
The
let's
see
just
it,
jury,
man. Come on, bro.
exactly. The
He
Bro,
took
jury
he
a
is
about to
out.
beating
knock
versus
this nigga's
Terence
soul
Crawford,
out
man.
his body, bro.
He
I'll,
took a beating versus Terence Crawford.
I'll agree. The jury's out on that. I'm not saying that Smith can't do it, but I need to see it because we don't know where he's at right now after that butt fight. You guys have no idea what
He's
he's
never
capable
gonna
of.
be the same, but he's not a bad fighter. He still
Nobody
can
says
beat.
he's a bad fighter, man. We say he's not pound for pound, man. Come on, bro. This is crazy.
Bruh, he going okay.
He going what? He's going what? He's going
He's
what?
gonna beat Fandor for
How
sure.
do
He
you
gonna
know
knock him
that,
out.
bro?
He
Hey,
better.
So
He
if
did you
he
better.
think
knocks out
Hold on,
Fandor,
bro.
he back.
Did you
He
think
back
Tim
on
Zoo
top.
was going to beat Pandora?
Well,
Off?
that's different.
Did you think Tim Zoo was going to beat
Bruh,
Pandora? I did.
no, I
Oh,
have
you didn't.
Fandor.
Oh, you
I've been
didn't.
have Fandor.
You
No.
have Fedora over
What you
Tim
mean you
Zoo?
been,
Yes,
bro?
yes, I have Fandor over
It was on
Tim
a
Zoo.
short
Yes, I
notice.
did. Yes,
What?
yes,
It was
yes.
When?
the fight was on short notice. So I mean, what you mean you been
Bro,
have
I
Pandora?
still have Fandor. He was favored for in my eyes.
He was
I
not
have
favored.
Fandor.
Tim Zoo was highly favored in that fight. You know
Like
that.
I didn't think Tim Zoo could really fuck with Fandor's reach, and what it turned out to be, he couldn't fuck with his reach. Like
No, I think that
I
cut
think
or that
yeah,
hit, whatever
that's what I was
happened,
about to say.
changed
Yeah,
the
I gotta
fight.
agree with
That
Mr.
changed the
the
Mom.
fight.
cut, yeah, the cut
That
helped.
changed the fight.
The
Yeah.
cut helped, but Fandor he kept him out of range. He kept him out of range. Like
Yeah.
you
But
know,
King, I think there's something we got to consider. So we can't, be fooled twice about it. We got to understand. We got to kind of like get a good glimpse of what Spence mentality is, moving forward. We got to know where his heart is as far as boxing goes. Because we threw all that stuff out the window, and then he showed up against Bud and just got annihilated. So
Well, I didn't do that shit, bro.
Bud
Listen,
is different, man. Like
I always
I
thought
don't
Spence
know
Yeah,
was a
what to
flawed fighter.
say. Like
I
Bud is
always
different.
thought and knew that Spence was a flawed fighter. His distance wasn't that good. He fell short too many times. He had bad footwork. He don't move his head. And so again, I mean, I saw flaws in previous fight. It's just that previous fights. It's just that those fighters couldn't capitalize on the flaws. He got in the ring with Terence Crawford and got his fucking ass whooped in every aspect possible. He got beat on the inside, outside, better jab, better footwork. I mean, you name it, Crawford whooped his fucking ass. And
yeah,
so I always use Spence was flawed.
yeah.
From
But
day
Mr. Moss,
so
that's still
so
just
flawed
one
who
guy.
fighter.
beat
That's just one
Spence?
guy.
Who
Yeah,
beat
yeah.
Spence other than Bud? Who beat Spence now? Other than
Yeah, and really, and
Hold on,
getting
bro.
back on
At
Pandora,
147?
no. At 154,
154.
At
where he at?
154? I think Tim Zoo can beat him. I think let me finish, bro, please. I think Tim Zoo can beat him. Because again, I mean, come on. I mean, 147, 154 is the big difference there. I think Zoo can get him. I think the Pandora fight is going to be a 50-50 fight, depending on if Pandora can catch him early and hurt him and make him think about something. I think Charlo can beat him at 54, even though they're not going to fight because they're boys. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think the top guys can get him at 54.
What about Madrimov?
No.
I don't. You know what? I didn't mention him.
And you sure didn't mention Erickson Lubin.
Yeah. Listen, Lubin is a cool southpaw, but I'm not sure Lubin can take the pressure of Spence. I mean, I like Lubin a lot. He's a slick southpaw. You know what? Maybe that's a 50-50 fight. I mean, I can't say for sure.
They said Spence was giving it to Charlo and sparring.
Right.
So you
Okay.
think he
And they
gonna
also
beat
said that Spence
Spence in a
Floyd
real fight?
Mayweather in sparring. Who cares? So what, bro? It's sparring. Who cares?
But we just saw it over the weekend. David
I
Van
don't care about
Diaz
sparring,
versus.
man. I don't care about sparring, bro. I care about the bright lights on pay-per-view, right? When the world's watching, can you do what you do best in 8-ounce gloves?
Bruh,
No
I
goddamn
guarantee
sparring, bro.
you Spence beat the fuck out of Charlo, bruh. For sure.
Are you
Like,
serious?
for sure.
You think you
You
think
see
Spence could
Charlo
outbox?
against
Nah, come
Canelo,
on.
bro? He's not.
That's crazy.
Did you see Charlo against Canelo? Did you see that?
Yeah, he fought Canelo. What are you talking about right now, bro?
But Mr. Moss,
What the hell is you
as
talking
low
about right
grade,
now?
Mr. Moss, as low grade as you gave Spence, you put him in a 50-50 fight against Fandor. That's giving
That's
high
disrespectful.
Yeah,
Like,
because I don't look at Fandor as just monster. Listen, I think Fandor is a busy fighter. He throws a lot of punches. He leaves himself wide open. That's why he got knocked out the fight prior to the last fight, I believe so, by a shorter fighter because he gave his distance up. I think Fandor doesn't use his height to his advantage at times. He drops his head. He makes himself shorter. And so, yeah, I think Errol can smother his punches and make it a dirty inside fight. I'm going to take Spence in
but
that.
why is it a 50-50? Like, Fandor versus Tim Zoo was a 50-50.
Listen, bro. Listen. The only reason why it's 50-50, and hey, for the record, man, I'm enjoying this boxing talk, bro. Like I love this shit. The only reason why I say it's 50-50 is because of the way Spence lost his last fight, bro. You don't get your ass beat like that, and then I just give you the benefit of the doubt, bro. I can't do that. I gotta be consistent in the way I look at boxing. The way Spence got his ass
He
beat.
had damn
Hold
near a
on, bro.
year and a
The way
half
that's
off.
listen, man. I would have preferred Spence just get knocked out in 2 rounds than the way he got his ass beat, because that's equivalent to getting your ass beat by fucking 4 or 5 different fights. And so I gotta see Spence mentally come back and fucking be the fighter that I know that he could probably be. That's why I'm saying 50-50, bro. This is
Okay,
boxing, bro. This
all
ain't
right. I
tennis.
can
This
respect
is
I
that.
boxing.
think I
I can
think people
respect
I
that.
think people forgot Spence got knocked down 3 times. He got
Right.
knocked down
I
three
mean,
times in
this is
that Bud
boxing,
Well,
fight.
bro. This
okay,
is
and to that credit, he got up 3 times.
so what?
That's
What does that
true,
mean?
but he ain't
What does that
never been
mean?
dropped before ever.
I mean,
Exactly,
I
exactly.
mean,
But I mean, it's one of those small things. It's the yin and the yang. Yeah, he got dropped 3 times. He got up 3 times. You
That's
know.
true, but I'm just saying that because we don't know where he's at now. Like that does a lot to a man who ain't never been
of
dropped to
course
get
it
Yeah,
dropped
does.
three
yeah. I made
times
that point to
in one
Kingpin.
night.
We can't discredit that. Both of y'all, right?
Yeah,
You, Mr. Moss, right, and Chelsea, you're right, and I,
I mean, it's not like Spence can fight going backwards. I mean, what if Pandora pressures him and forces Spence on the back foot? I mean, so it's not, and also too, I don't. Spence only knows one way, which is coming forward. Body up top, and so if Spence is forced to adjust in a fight, like he's never had to adjust in a fight really, and go to plan B and C. He only knows one way, and so that's a major red flag for me as well. To me,
You
it
don't
is.
think he adjusted against Kell Brook?
No, I think Kell Brook overcame to the pressure. No, I don't. I think at times I think at times Spence was getting his ass outboxed like he always does, but eventually the pressure, the mental and physical pressure of Spence just coming forward, like that's a lot to deal with. I mean, we just saw Tank do it to Frank Martin. So no, there was no adjustment. Listen, did you see Spence adjust and move his head versus Brook? I didn't see that. He kept getting hit. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Like, cut this shit out, bro.
I feel
Spence
like he
is
was
overrated.
losing and he came back and knocked him out.
But that's not an adjustment, bro. That's just Brooke fucking just waving the flag to the pressure. I can get my ass beat and then come back and win. Doesn't mean I adjust it. Just means that eventually my pressure got to you. Just like I think Frank Martin was out boxing Tank, but eventually he got his ass caught and got KO'd. It is, bro. Leo Santa Cruz was out boxing Tank until he got caught.
that's
It
my
happens,
point.
bro.
That's my point too with Shakur. Like Tank looks like he can be outboxed.
Right. Right. Now, some of that, Miss Lady, is Tank playing possum. I gotta be honest in my assessment.
Okay.
Some of that is Tank just saying, you can hit me. I'm a be very, I'm not gonna throw a lot of shots and punches. I'm gonna make you feel like you're getting to me. You get your shit off. Because Tank is looking for a counter, right? Which is either
yeah,
gonna be
he
that
said in the track.
uppercut or that right and then quick left hook. And so some of that is Tank posturing, to be honest.
That's true because I think Bud does the same thing. I think the first 3 rounds, Bud's just kind of like he actually want to feel the power. Let me see what you got. Let me see how I gotta tackle this situation. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do think
yeah.
that I
It's
do
chess,
think
not
that
checkers.
fighters
It's
do
chess, not
that.
checkers.
Yeah, I think fighters do that. But let me tell you what Tank said after. I was a little rusty. I was a little rusty. That let me know he knew he was getting outboxed. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I
I
don't remember
mean,
when he said
can
that
we,
after the fight. He
can
was
we
like,
be honest though?
I was a little rusty. He didn't want to give Frank the real credit and say, he was catching me.
Well,
But
14 months,
Well, yeah,
Chastity.
exactly, Chassis. I was about to say the same thing. You beat me to it, Mr. Moss. So go ahead. That's what I was about to say. Go
No,
ahead,
go
Devin.
ahead, man. I can go ahead, bro. I've
Yeah,
talked to
that's
you.
what I'm saying. He have been off for over a year.
okay,
So
but to y'all point though, he's been caught by other people before the break. So that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I understand that y'all saying that he's probably assessing the situation, but Tank does get hit, and if he gets in there with the right person, he might not do as good as y'all think. That's all I'm saying. Like, yeah, he had a
Well,
break.
I just feel like Shakur will make that fight so boring and ugly. He will literally punch, 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 get his shit off, and like try to win the round, and then just literally just stay away. Literally,
I don't think it's
I
gonna
think
be
you would
that
see
easy
Tank.
though.
What'd you say?
I don't think it's gonna be that easy for Shakur to run from Tank. I really don't.
Well, I
I
mean, I don't call it running because you can't run in a boxing ring.
well, but you know what I mean. They call it
I call
running
it
or
staying away.
skipping. Well, staying away.
evasive or being
Yeah,
evasive.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
there you go.
mean,
There you go, King. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
what
Well,
is it?
Mr. Moss, it sounded like you was like this might be dating y'all a little bit. The Sugar Ray Hagler fight. I'm gonna throw these punches and bunches at the end of the round, get around, look impressive for the judges, and see if we
Uh-huh.
can make it to 12. Is that the
Oh,
game plan for?
bro. I'm gonna give it. Listen, do you guys remember when Andre Berto fought Floyd Mayweather, and then he was interviewed after, and what he
Right.
said?
That was his
He
last
said,
fight. No, no, it wasn't. It was the fight before his last. My bad.
"Yeah, no. Andre Berto fought. Oh, well, I guess if you count McGregor, but yeah.
Yeah.
So after Pacquiao, he fought Berto, and Berto says like it was like a high level sparring match where Floyd would do just enough at the end of the round to catch the judge's eye, and he'll win the round. He'll faint. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, next thing you know, you're down, 8-4, 9-3. And so to answer your question, King Asian Man, yeah, I think Shakur is going to do exactly that. I think he's going to hold, grab, reset, get your shit off, stay away, hold, grab, jab here, jab there, make a miss, boom, hold, grab. Okay, that's in the bag. I mean, I think Shakur Stevenson can literally do that for 12 rounds and make it a boring, ugly fight. And the talking point is going to be he ran, it was boring, he was scared. That's okay, because guess what? Floyd said it best. We don't fight for the fans. I need to get my hand raised and on to the next. This is boxing, right? Hit and not get hit. And so I think Shakur can do that. In my opinion, I think he can do that.
Yeah, I think he can do it too. I think he's gonna do exactly what you said, hold and all that stuff, get it to a reset. But I don't know how much he's gonna be able to. What did y'all say? Skip around? What is it? Stay away?
Just be evasive. Yeah, be
Just be
evasive.
evasive,
Yeah, I
distance
don't.
control, distance. I mean, who's better at distance than probably him and Terence? I mean, I thought Devin was good at distance until Ryan Garcia fucking proved me wrong. So I mean, at this point, I'm going to put Shakur and Terence, as the two best fighters who gauge distance. Oh, and then Dimitri Bivol, I put him in that conversation as well. But yeah, I mean, he's a master at distance.
Um, I don't. I feel like Shakur stays away a whole lot more than like Terrence does. I don't really feel like Terrence stays away too much. It's like not until he's in like some trouble, then he'll slip out. But Terrence usually meets you in the middle, and he pretty much likes to stay there.
Well, the one thing that makes Terrence and Shakur great fighters is that they have a tool belt with every tool in the belt. And some jobs don't require certain tools, right? If I'm building a house, I may only need to use my wrench and Phillips today, but tomorrow I'm going to use a socket wrench and blah, blah, blah. So my point is this, just because Terrence doesn't do it on the level that Shakur does, if he needs to do it, right, he can do it. Just like we thought, well, not me, but people said that Spence was a better inside fighter. And you saw when Bud had to fight on the inside versus Spence, it was easy fucking work. So listen, this is why fights are won and lost before the fight and in sparring and in training camp. You have to work on everything. You have to be a complete fighter. And that's why guys like Floyd and Andre Ward and Terrence and Shakur Stevenson, that's why they stand alone. And for me, they stand apart, is because they can do what's needed to be done on any given night. If it's going to be an ugly fight, let's make it ugly. Oh, you want to box? I can box. Oh, on the back foot, let's do that, right? And so they're versatile, complete fighters. And a lot of and Tank is in the conversation as well, but he's the only guy in that conversation who's not on that level IQ wise, but it's weird because Tank can box. Like he's not a bad boxer, and his IQ isn't bad. It's just not on the level of those guys. But I don't know, man.
But you never know. Maybe Tank. Maybe we just haven't seen all of what Tank has. You
It,
know what I
it
mean?
could be that. Yeah, it could be that because guess what? When Pitbull Cruz was coming forward and Tank had a hurt hand, just like when Floyd fought, was it Hernandez or when Floyd hurt his hand? Like you saw Tank kind of resort to countering, fighting backwards, using his footwork, escaping routes, and so like for me, I think the Pitbull Cruz fight was one of Tank's best fights because he faced adversity. He had a hurt hand and he had a guy who didn't respect him, who kept coming forward, and he found a way to win the fight. And what happened after the fight? We all said, well, Tank ran. He didn't stand and fight him. Yeah, but he got the W and he got his hand raised. That's all that matters in this sport. We don't fight for the fans. Period. I mean, and that's a bad thing to say, but it's true. We don't fight for the fans.
I heard that Cruz wants a rematch, right?
Yeah, Cruz been trying to get that rematch.
Yeah, but Tank said after the fight, he don't want that. I mean, come on, like certain guys, you just don't want to do it again with because of the what if. And Pitbull Cruz is a dog. That dude is a dog, and I'm not sure Tank wants to go through that again. So
But
I don't
that's
think
what
he
makes
fights him.
boxing kind of whack though. This generation though, because they don't like doing rematches. Like back in the day, people got rematches. They got trilogies. Like we don't get none of that. We barely get a fight.
Yeah, that's true. And PBC fighters are on the shelf for a long time,
That
and then
sucks.
after the fight, we say, "Oh, they're not sharp." They've been on the shelf for 14, 15 months. I mean, look at all the big time PBC fighters. They don't fight twice a year. They fight once every 14, 15, 16 months. And then after the fight, we talk about, oh, it's their timing. It's, oh, yeah, they've been, outside the ring too long. So, these fighters have to fight more often, they need to fight more often.
Yeah, they need to fight more often, but they also need to do some rematches too. I would like to see that. I would like to see that rematch. I think that would be a big fight if Cruz and Tank go at it again.
Tank and
Yeah,
Cruz.
but that's I mean, in the 135, I mean, it's real interest. I think it's the glamour division right now, just from my metrics, because we just saw Matias lose to Liam,
Yeah.
so and then Lomachenko is back up on the rise, and people quick to put them guys in the ring with Tank. I think some of them guys needs to mix it up as well. I think Tank done for a small measurement then separated himself from them guys. And I think like it'd be real interesting to see Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson. Why no one's clamoring for that fight?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, after what Devin did to Loma, I think Shakur can do a much better job, and he won't get hit the way Devin got hit in those last 4 or 5 rounds because that was a close fight. I don't think it's a close fight. I think it's a 12-round fight. I don't think nobody gets stopped or gets knocked out between Shakur and Lomachenko. But I will say this though, I wish Tank and Loma would have fought, a couple years back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Loma's going on 37 years old, been through some wars, been
Yeah,
through some
that's
grueling fights. I mean, to be honest, I don't want to see that fight. I think Tank stops him within 6 rounds.
yeah. I think that's a weird matchup to me. I don't know,
Yeah, so I don't like that matchup, but I mean, it's boxing, so
but
a
it
lot of
seems like
times,
people are excited about it. I guess I don't know.
yeah, I mean, the casual fans are. I mean, us hardcore boxing fans who actually watch the sport, we understand what it is. I mean, timing's everything, and so like we're not going to see the best Loma versus Tank. We're just not.
I know it
Sorry.
almost seems like a bully situation. like,
Yeah, we're not. Sorry, we're not going to see it.
I don't
You know what I'm
know.
saying? Loma's gonna land some punches. He may win a couple rounds, and he may be outboxing him for a few rounds. But Lo, Lo, no, come on, man. I think Tank can gauge that distance very quickly. Loma's not a power puncher, right? He doesn't have one punch knockout power, and so I see Tank going high guard again after the first round, coming forward and going to the body, slowing Loma up, right, chopping him down, and then landing something big within the fifth or sixth round. Typical Tank fight. So no, I don't want to see that, but unfortunately, we're gonna see it probably.
Mm,
I gotta go. I appreciate you guys, man.
yeah, I
For the
gotta
record,
roll out too.
whose
Actually,
whose channel is this?
this is a no credit channel.
Okay, so no credit left. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he left, but he lets his chat. People
Okay, if you're
sometimes.
listening, no credit, man. I want to tell you thank you for allowing me to come on. I'm new here, so a lot of new channels don't let people just come and just get their shit off, and so
No, yeah,
I
but
appreciate that.
that's what sets him apart. That's what sets him
Yeah,
apart.
I appreciate
But
that.
yeah, I
So,
gotta roll out too though.
yep, and
But
you
it was
guys
good
too. Have a
talking to
good
you
day.
guys.
Yep, have a good day.
All right,
All
bye
right,
guys.
you too, and thanks for changing dialogue with that. Thanks, Miss Chastity, and
No
y'all take care.
problem. You have a good one. Bye.